But what's up, gamers?
Yo,
It's your boy
man.
Prof.
It's your
We
boy
are gonna roll
Prof.
deep. But do we need to do anything? Are we ready to go?
Yep, you can fire it up whenever.
All right, we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, now. Fire it up.
Yep.
So there's a lot of cutscenes in this game, especially coming out of the gate. There's a huge amount of cutscenes, so we have a lot of time to like lurk and jerk. You're gonna have a lot of opportunities to get up, go get some water, stay hydrated,
Oh yeah, this is gonna be
jerk your dick a little bit, you know, all that good stuff.
this could be a long one.
Yo, there's
Like-
Zaytox in the chat, actually. Yo.
Oh yeah, by the way, you see that guy in chat with that fancy ass check mark named Zaytox? He is the world record holder in this game, and he rolls the deepest. You should everybody should go follow him.
I think Zaytox was pretty deep, yeah. Is this VIP chat only? Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay. So now I can get around, unless you have to talk about, because you told me there are a few cutscenes at the beginning.
Oh yeah, there's a whole lot of cutscenes going on.
Alright, so I can finally get around to Squiddo's donation that she dropped earlier, $6.90, and the message is, "How do I love Glenn? Let me count the ways. I love him to the unfathomable depths to which he rolls. I love him to the height that Winky can jump. I love him because he isn't Hyrule, whom we should disband. Also, Void is cool because he's Glenn's friend." Thank you, Squiddo.
Yeah, that was a great donation.
Excellent donation.
Message.
Alright.
So as you guys kind of saw there earlier when I was throwing the pots to the door, it's one of the very few skips in this game that we have. Throwing the pot and running out of the door and letting the momentum carry me skips about a 30-second cutscene. I bet you can't guess what it's called. Oh, door skip. Fucking, we're great. We're great. Text mashing is pretty easy in this game. If you hold L, it will close that particular text box on the very first frame available. So as long as I'm just repressing L between every text box, it's pretty easy. Saves my hands. We do end up mashing accept though, just in case we miss it on some faster boxes. This is our buddy Yomi. He's explaining to us how the inventory system in the game works. We get to go inside of a box.
Box?
Yeah.
What's in
By
the box?
way, this whole other world apparently.
Oh,
It's a pretty big box for being so small.
yeah.
Are there any gamers out there that want to know the lore for this game? Because there is a lot of lore in this game.
I love lore. I breathe lore, so hit me up.
All right, so our first bit of lore is main character. His name is Ark. He's a bit of a troublemaker. He wakes up in his bed. His girlfriend kind of gets mad at him for making a mess of her house the other day. So we go up there to apologize. We come back down and we break down a door because we want to know what's inside. And then we find this box.
Because Ark was some mysterious voices.
Yep. And then now our girlfriend is a statue
Fuck!
or
Come
crystal.
on, dude!
Have some chat.
Oh, Quattro, what a god. What a god gamer.
Dude, I can't believe it's been like 20 seconds. We've already ruined everything.
Yeah, man. Like it's like shit starts early. But go into the menu there. I changed the attack button to X because rebindable buttons, like such a forward-thinking concept, right?
That's a lifesaver.
Never heard of it before.
Word.
Oh, dude, everybody's dead. What have you done?
We open up Pandora's box.
God dang it.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
Yeah, now you deal
It
with
doesn't always be like that, but sometimes it do.
Also, we're in hell.
This song is
Because-
from this game? Wow, I had no idea. I had no idea that this song was the overworld in Terranigma. Because I've heard the song and I Want to Be Debashi.
It's actually kind of sad, Void. It's one of the songs we do not get to hear for very long.
That sucks.
Yeah, they're pretty god tier. So the Elder says, if you want to save everybody, go to these towers, get to the top, and use the machine and resurrect the world. Because remember, we're in hell.
Freaking ruined everything, dude.
Yeah, somebody from hell ruining everything. Who would have guessed? We get started with like the first proper dungeon. It's pretty straightforward. This is just kind of teaching you combat. There's no real mechanics here for anything. So it's just hitting a trigger to open up that doorway and then running to the end. As I got... Oh. So if you want to finish your thought, go ahead. I got always plenty of
I
time.
was just about to say that, well, just the underground section, the beginning of the game is just basically a tutorial, just teaching you the basic mechanics and just trying to get used to all your movement options and your attacks. Because you got good movement in this game. Movement is really fun, and you got multiple attacks too that you need to master, and the game gives you proper time to check that out and take your time to learn the basic mechanics.
Yeah, this is a really like pretty long section casually, so you get a lot of time to learn everything. You saw me there kill that fire, which is why I skipped over those purple enemies, because I want to get a certain amount of experience. I want to level up on the last kill of this fight, and unfortunately I was a little bit too far away from the door. But what would happen if I was a bit closer, a bit further up, while I'm leveling up here, that door would open and I would save just a little bit of time.
Yeah, so
Other than that, very good fight.
So this game is in fact an RPG, and we got some stats. The one that
we got
matters a lot is strength, because there are thresholds in this game. If you're not above that threshold, you do minimum damage to enemies. Oh, hey, I'm echoing.
But also, the stats in general are... the entire speedrun, more or less, is based around your strength and having minimum strength thresholds for various bosses or various enemies. If it weren't for that, and we would, it would be faster to deal with bosses and just completely skip the strength thing, then this run would be a lot faster and there'd be a lot less grinding. It's kind of unfortunate, but it's the way it be.
Alright, audio check?
That's how it is, I guess.
We should be good now.
Okay, I hope so.
So we get a little cutscene like this after every tower. You have, if you want to get up, take a break, they'll last about 2 minutes before we're able to control the character again.
This is pretty
But
nice.
to elaborate a bit earlier on what they were saying about the different movement options, you have your basic 4-way directions, and then you can move 2 different types of diagonals as well, so there's a lot of different movement here. Swapping between movement fluidly to get through areas quickly or to miss enemies can be kind of difficult at times. And a lot of the game basically comes down to how well can you move through each area. Because enemies, for the most part, past a certain point, we skip a lot of enemies. And we're pretty much, it's... like, I'll point it out when I make a huge mistake on something, and you'll be able to see pretty quickly like what I'm trying to do.
Dude, the mode 7 in Hell is really trippy.
Yeah, the mode 7 in this game is actually really good, I think.
If you got some Gil 42 mode 7s to post, now's the time.
So coming into the second dungeon here, I almost did a 100% route thing. Coming into the second dungeon here, this kind of teaches you that there are going to be additional requirements to dungeons sometimes. You're going to have to hit triggers, you're going to have to hit, buttons and that kind of thing. You're meant to find out, you kill one of these enemies, and the enemy tells you, hey, why don't you try pushing on the statues with, like, different color gems in their forehead? And that's your hint that, hey, I can manipulate this somehow.
What a helpful thing for someone to tell you after you kill them.
But other than that, this dungeon's pretty much over. It's really quick. Well, come on!
Come
My
on.
down input didn't go through.
Feels bad.
Feels bad. I also tried to do a thing there where I talk to him a little bit to the left. So I get the text box, and as soon as it closes, I slide in to where the door is, and I get through a little bit faster. Yo, thank you, Winky Unchained Flex God, for him hop for fun. This run is fat. Good luck, Prof. Yeah, I'm not
No.
gonna say it. That's rude.
Whoa. Code 7's got nothing on blast processing.
Oh no.
Damn, it's
Yo,
Gamer
you
Pidge
good?
in the chat.
Yo, thank you for the good luck, everybody.
But type 1 if you're a gamer in the chat.
There you go.
So coming up in this next dungeon we're about to enter, we'll go into a little bit more about the different attack types that you have and various kind of benefits they give you compared to other ones. There are 5 basic attacks in this game, and we use one of them pretty much all the time, and then the other ones we use on occasion depending on exactly what we're doing, who we're fighting.
Yeah,
Different enemies have different weaknesses to the attacks. So an enemy might be immune to like a ground stab, but might take 125% damage to a jump attack.
The one that you do use is pretty impressive, so there's a good reason you use it all the time.
So this is Tower 3. This has a little bit of platforming to it. What you just saw there was a slider attack. You do that by running and jump, then attack. It, by default, has the highest multiplier of attack. And so we will try to use that on occasions where we want to one-shot an enemy, but not interrupt our run cycles. The attack you'll see here is called a slicer, and it grants you an enormous amount of iframes. So we use that a lot.
This attack is pretty much the attack you're gonna see the most used pretty much for the whole run because it's just that good.
Yeah.
And then the other ones, you have a stab attack, which just you stand still and attack. You have a flurry, where you stand still and you mash attack. And then you have just your regular jump attack. You'll also see me slicing through doorways, and the reason we do that is it saves a couple frames every time you do it. This is the first RNG of the real RNG of the game. This is the Wiz-Rogue cadet fight, and I have to hit a real one 3 times. Which one is real is completely random, and I can get as many fakes as the game decides it wants me to have.
Yo, start fakes.
Yo, 3 fakes.
You found God.
4 fakes. That's
Yeah.
fucking.
Bob and Mutsky.
5 fakes. Let's go.
Let's go, dude.
Ouch.
5 fakes. That is below average.
What a gamer.
But this is okay, because we're going to be able to see something kind of cool, hopefully a little bit later. The way level ups work in this game is when you level up, the game instantly kills whatever momentum you have. And Arc just stands there and you get this level up animation. Now, enemies can be around you while you level up. So what the game does is it gives you iframes, and you actually repel and deal damage to other enemies while you're leveling up. And hopefully, if I get good RNG here on the first real boss, you're going to be able to see that, and I'm going to make use of that to my advantage to save a little bit of extra time on the fight. But that's Tower 3. Pretty straightforward. Also, shoutouts to those little pixels at the bottom. You can see the moon rising that they never intended for you to see.
Oh, based.
Nice.
So going off what Chalmers is saying, if you were not aware, This is the final game in the Loose trilogy that consists of Soul Blazer, Illusion of Gaia, and this game. It is a quintet game, so you can definitely see a lot of, parallels in like story and themes.
This
as well
game
as gameplay.
definitely reminds me of Illusion of Gaia.
This game reminds me of Soul Blazer, just like the sprites and the gameplay.
Yeah.
So it is fitting.
Yeah, I would say this is actually one of the best games on the SNES, just from like a technical and gameplay standpoint. It has shortcomings and everything, and we'll discuss those like when we get to the point. But like the entire package is extremely good. It's definitely an underappreciated classic that not a lot of people got to experience.
Yeah, because the only English release was in Europe.
So we come to Tower 4. Oh, go ahead and finish what you're doing. I can talk about this later.
There's just one thing you could do is that you actually apply on patch to play the European version 60 FPS instead of the PAL speed. So that's it. That's not what you have to add.
We start Tower 4 with a. Oh, that's very unfortunate. We start Tower 4 with a mini cadet fight. So you saw it right there at the end when I was going down the hall. That cadet did an attack that will actually stun you. There are 3 possible outcomes from that. You can get stunned, which happens most often. You can stun the cadet, or the cadet can give you a sexy look and nothing happens at all.
Oh baby.
Oh baby.
Chess are hard. Chess are very hard. Anyway, Tower 4's gimmick is Tower 4 is probably the closest resembling to a real dungeon in the game. There's branching paths, there's an item that you need to pick up in here, and you kind of bumble your way around until you figure it out. The item actually does not have any impact in this dungeon whatsoever. It's in the next one, but it is required. Also, this is an auto-scroller with some dank music.
Oh hell yeah.
I like how you're timing your sword slashes with the music.
There's nothing really else you can do during this point but like goof off. Because I can't make this any faster.
Yeah, the pattern is the same pretty much every time, but at boss fight, so it's like just hit him as early as possible. That's it. Easy.
It also is on a cycle, so once you get past, I think it's the 5th rotation, they honestly, they keep going over and over and over. Yes, Sabin, that is Europe.
Yo, shoutouts to Europe.
Shout out to Europe. Also, best town theme in the game has to go to China and Japan. Sorry, it's the way it is. Fight anybody on this.
I mean, the whole soundtrack is great, so...
Yeah, I can't think of any track in this game that I, like, hate.
But on a more serious note, though, there's a key item that he picked up in Tower 4. This is absolutely crucial because he needs to get a certain armor to be able to proceed to the next tower.
Yeah, so what would happen casually is you might miss the item, or you might even pick it up, because you don't really know what it does. And so you think, okay, I beat Tower 4, let me just go to Tower 5. And you go to Tower 5, and you get instantly pushed out of it. And no matter what you do, you can't get back, you can't get into it. And so the game kind of expects you to go, okay, I can't go here, maybe I should go back to the town. And it's kind of a running theme in this game, where the game doesn't expressly tell you, okay, this is what you should be doing. It just kind of gives you really vague hints, and you're expected to, like, figure it out. It's honestly one of the, it's probably the biggest weakness the game has, is that sometimes what you have to do is, it requires, you know, pretty big head in order to figure it out without, like, looking something up.
Ginormous brain.
Ginormous brain. Like, there's some really big brain things you have to do in this game for no real reason. So anyway, we're going back to town. If you noticed, way in between these cutscenes, we got little images of people being restored back to normal. One of them was our girlfriend. We're gonna go talk to her. Winky.
Wink.
She says, "Ooh, this is a really nice, this is really good thread. I'm going to make you something that's going to protect you." Also, those guys are free. These guys are free. And, we're going to sleep.
Good night.
Good night, gamers.
Snoozer.
Loser.
It was a long day after all. A long day of V0oidathon.
It was a long day of V0oidathon.
Dude, we went to hell.
We went to hell and back, yeah.
That, what you saw there with the little wiggle that I do on, like, those long sections, that saves a little bit of time. It's not really worth mentioning, but technically it's faster. So, we're talking to her here, and she's concerned. She has a bad feeling that we're gonna leave soon. And this is, like, where we are in the plot. But, she says, "Come back in the morning, I'll have this ready for you then." And that's why we get the sad music. And if you noticed all those bunks just now, those, that was a little bit because I had bad movement. I didn't correct it right. But it was also because I wanted to go right. I wanted to go right, upright. And I went right up, or right up, I guess is the best way to explain it. Because there's there's different skews in your diagonals.
This guy is really bad at sleeping.
Yeah, he is. It gets better, though. So, something you'll see me do here is, while I'm getting this animation of me picking up the cloak, I'm actually holding L and select. Select is how you get into the menu. L's going to close that text box, and select is going to instantly take me into the menu on the first possible frame.
Frame perfect inputs, we did it.
You'll also not see me going into the menu more than I have to, because as you can tell, the menu's kind of slow. So I try to only do it when I have multiple things I need to do at once, or I absolutely have to for, plot reasons.
Yeah.
It's also vitally important that you equip the armor right there. If you don't equip that armor, then it doesn't do anything for you, and you waste a lot of time by watching this cutscene.
I hope you enjoy this armor upgrade, because we might not see another one for a while.
We're gonna pick up one small upgrade, but then after that, yeah, we don't get armor for quite a while. His armor is slow. So normally what would happen, he would do that attack and it would actually, just launch you out of the screen. The armor is the only thing that protects you from it.
Well, now he got owned.
We in there, gamers.
In there, so we're almost done with this area. This is, the first real boss.
The epic build-up.
You can see how very generous the slicer iframes are.
Guy
Spoiler!
frames are insane. Yo, you did the thing. Let's go.
So yeah, you're able to strike multiple times with a slicer on that boss, but hey, nice.
Alright, nice run. Dang, I can't believe Prof muted us and never came back.
TFW.
Did I? I'm sorry, gamers.
Yeah,
All
that's
good.
all good.
No worries.
But yeah. Aside from the mistake there coming out with the stabs instead of the slice, that was pretty okay. I found the pixel, so good feeling.
Congrats on finding the pixel.
Yo,
Well
hell
done.
yeah.
Yo, Terran's rock!
Also, thankfully, friends, this is going to be our last, not our last cutscene for a while, but we're actually getting to real chunks of gameplay now. It's not going to be broken up into like 3-minute dungeons with 2 minutes of cutscenes in between everything anymore.
I'm blown away.
We get to do real gamer things like grind. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Now that's what I like to hear.
That took an unexpected turn of events.
So, as Basement was saying earlier, stats are really, really, really important for this game. Like, strength is like, strength is amazing. I want as much of it as I can get fast. So, by the end of the next dungeon, we want to be level 10. Right now, I'm level 5.
That's not 10.
That is not 10. That is quite a bit away from 10. And yes, we are done with Hell. We are going to leave Hell forever. And by forever, I mean for, like, the next 3 hours.
Yes!
Don't worry, we're going to see Hell again.
You grind that part. The next part is level 10. Now level 11?
11 is if you are incredibly lucky.
Oh,
11 is like 11's actually really hard to do. 10 is average, and 9. If you end up at 9, you've had like really shit luck.
Heck.
But the run's still continuable regardless. So what you do there, you talk to the Elder, and he tells you, okay, good job, resurrecting everything. Come over to this hole to the right of the village. I gotta talk to you. But if you go there, you'll talk to him, you'll get mostly through the dialogue, and he'll say, hey, haven't you forgotten to do something?
Amen.
And we have to go say goodbye to our girlfriend, but she doesn't want to see us because we're leaving. So, sad faces.
No, sad face.
Viable dump.
It's okay, we'll see her again. Eventually.
She'll be back.
She will be back. So this is the first instance where you actually have to take a different dialogue option than what's on the top. And I can't read Japanese. I don't know if you guys knew this.
Same.
What?
What I do...
How do you watch anime then?
I can read a bit, but
Oh, I don't
kanjis
watch
are
anime.
hard.
No.
I can
But
read
anyway.
the part that says Winky.
It's really important there that you, if you can't read, you count those text boxes, because if you make the wrong
Now,
choice, then
chapter 2.
you enter in this really difficult loop that is hard. It's really hard to get out of the loop if you're trying to go fast. So we're no longer in Hell. We jumped through a hole and now we're on Mars.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
This game has lore, okay, Basement? We're on... Just don't worry about it. Hi, I lied. We're not on Mars. We're in South America.
Okay. Hell, Mars, same thing. So yeah, before the run, Prof gave me a bunch of notes about how the video game works, and very emphatically did not tell me any of the lore.
Hell yeah. The lore's...
I'm glad.
That's all it has to be surprised. I need genuine reactions. Alright, so this is Rotary. this is your first real dungeon. You might have noticed in hell, in the towers, that my health automatically regenerated. Health does not automatically regenerate anymore. That's unfortunate.
Well,
That's fine though. We're okay.
The hell regenerated because of the crystal sphere, first weapon. Actually.
Yeah, so we have no more health regeneration. I am kind of low on health, so that might be a little monkey ass, but it's okay. And you'll also notice, I did say I needed to be level 10 at the end of this dungeon, but I'm skipping all these enemies.
wow, that's counterintuitive.
Just a little bit, but it's okay.
He has the lore on download, don't worry about it.
We're going to pick up this item right here, and we're not going to actually make use of that HP potion until the very end of the game. It has zero function except until the very, very end of the game.
That's excellent.
Yes, there are stat boosters in this game. We're gonna try to get. Probably gonna try to get as much strength potion that's not too much out of his way to make sure that he reaches
Nice
thresholds required.
So that enemy has exactly 20 HP. I can roll between 4 and 6. So getting 2 5s is pretty normal, but getting the 6 at the end is pretty good. That means I'm guaranteed a 4 round.
Oh, nice.
Hell yeah.
We pick up our first key item of the dungeon. This is a leaf, and this leaf is going to let us swim.
Yep.
Because we can't swim.
Giant leaf.
He can swim?
Yes, we can swim
Yep.
now.
Him swim.
Him swim.
Him swim. And now we get we do a really long climb back up before we go get the second
I've never
one.
seen this game. Well, you're in a treat. You're in a treat, Mylum.
Yeah, this game is based in Hylum. So anyway, we're gonna do a little bit of backtracking to get back to a different part of the dungeon. Monkeys or trolls?
Avoid them.
Avoid W.
Boy, did you.
Void W.
You could tell if I had really abysmal luck in this game if I leveled up to 5 right there when I threw the rock and killed those 2 monkeys. That's how you know I had absolutely terrible fake luck in Tower 3. So now we get our second key item. These are dewdrops. And the dewdrops, what they do is you could actually go straight to the boss room as soon as you get here. It's like 2 screens away. But the problem is you go inside of it and you are poisoned and you get kicked out of the room.
Dang.
So you have
So
to
you-
need to get the dewdrops to be able to actually do the boss fight.
And you remember I say I try to get into the menu as few times as possible. So I go inside the menu there because I have 3 things I need to do. I need to equip the leaf armor, which is the only armor I'm going to have for quite a while. I have to use the dewdrops, or equip them, so I could use them and gain immunity to the poison. And then I also use that HP potion. And now we are going to the boss of this area. And if you remember, I did say again, I should be level 10 at the end of this dungeon. And I am still level 4. And I'm going to the boss right now.
Yeah, he's got he's got a trick up his sleeve.
There are some super magical things in this game.
What
And
could
one of them
possibly go wrong?
is grinding on bosses.
Oh, baby.
So this is Parasite. And the first phase here is pretty whatever. You're just trying to hit this little dealio here as many times as you can to force it. It doesn't really matter how much damage you do, it just matters that you hit it. Oh, that's not good. Whatever. But when you get to phase 2, you see the little parasite hanging up here on top. And he spits out these little babies. And for whatever reason, these babies give experience. And not only do they give experience, they give a lot of experience for this point of the game.
They give a whole lot.
So we're gonna be here for a while, is what you're saying.
Ah,
We are-
yeah.
Yep.
We are going to be here for a while.
Nice.
There's the first section.
So what the important thing about this is I want to do this quickly and I don't want to do too much damage to the boss. The boss only has about 110 HP, and every time I get a 2 roll instead of a 1 roll, it's kind of bad because that's one less hit, one last attempt I have to get a pack. Crits are bad. Doing any other attack but the stab attack into the boss is bad. Like, all of these things are, like, can add up. So this is actually not a very difficult fight to do, but it's very difficult to do well. Because you also notice the little worm in the background that's kind of flying across the screen. That worm, thankfully, can only go one hole higher or lower than wherever it starts from. So sometimes you might see me waiting a second just to see where it's going to go before I come out and do anything. And that's because I'm trying to be safe, because this worm actually does hit me very hard. I am in 2-shot range right now if I take damage, because I made mistakes at the start of the fight. But the first couple of levels are pretty quick. The later levels where it starts to take a while. Ideally, we need to get to about level 9 plus an additional like 6 packs. That will more or less guarantee that I will be level 10 at the end of this fight, which is my goal. But I'm hoping I can get to level 10 before I kill the boss. That'll put me in really good shape for the next dungeon. Other than that, there's not really too much to talk about. If you just ever decide to play this game casually and you're looking for a cheese for this boss, if you stand where I am now, it's impossible for the boss to hit you with anything.
Also, it's possible for the worm also to hit you, so you have to be safe for every single instance of damage in that boss fight, pretty much.
I haven't had a chance to really show it off yet because the blue worm has been giving me some pretty good RNG on where it's coming out at. But maybe I'll get a chance to show it off a little bit later. You can also see if I move quickly enough through and level up, or not level up, and run to the up left after I finished what I'm doing right here, and the boss comes out, the boss's hitbox actually isn't active until it's all the way out of the hole. So even though it looks like it hits me, it doesn't actually hit me. And now he's being kind of a little dick-ass.
Awesome.
This is probably the first major source of RNG, and an exceptionally bad fight will kill your run. But it's the next boss that really decides if your run lives or dies. Ideally, I'm hoping to be out of here by 40 minutes on the timer at level 10. That is that's my hope right now.
You can also see pretty clearly he's doing significantly more damage to the little things this guy's throwing out already.
Yeah, you can see how big one single strength point can be when I get to level 10 compared to level 9. You deal minimum damage with the starting weapon on this boss all the way until level 10, and then all of a sudden you deal like triple as much. So we're good 9. Based on the rolls, I want to say the boss is about 3/4 of the way dead, so we should be in pretty good shape. It's not... I think I should be able to hit level 10, as long as I'm not getting controlled here right at the end. Which it looks like I'm kind of starting to be.
Ah, come on!
So you see right there, I paused a second so I could set up a slicer to go through the worm so I wouldn't take damage because of where it spawned, right at the end there. It's kind of tight to do that, because you don't want to hit the boss with that attack. Alright, I think we're good now. We should be level 10 no matter what. That was a bad crit.
Yeah, this is one of the few speedruns where hitting a crit is bad.
Yeah, there are... it's not bad in all cases, but when you're trying to grind, crits are very bad. We're almost out of here. Should be dead fairly soon. And you see there, I attacked a little bit too early and the game didn't register it in time, so he just kept looking out. Alright, level 10, that's good. That is what you like to see. I would need
7
another...
minutes. Good shit. Hell
And the
yeah.
boss is dead. So, 10 plus 0. They refer to when you are doing races and the like.
Alright,
That
nice.
on your grinds, if I say level 10 plus 3, that means I got to level 10 on this fight, and then I got an extra 3 packs on top of it. We'll
Just
see
according to
one of
plan.
those. Just according to plan.
Perfect. As all things should be.
So we're coming up now on the final oh no. Am I buffering?
Yeah, we're
I'm not dropping any frames still. At least that's good.
Nah, we're good. We're good.
But that was me.
we Gucci, we Gucci.
Anyway,
Gotcha.
this is your last break for a while, by the way. There's very little time in between everything now.
Oh no.
So if you are a gamer and you up and get a drink of water, or jerk it a little bit, now's
stay
the
hydrated.
time.
If you need to stay hydrated, now's the time.
Also, shout outs to the Mode 7.
I just wanted to come in and remind everyone to stay hydrated.
Yo, hell yeah. Let's see your favorite hydration emotes in the chat. Mode 7 in this game is pretty damn good. So we have defeated the parasite, we have saved the raw tree, and oh yeah, by the way, we can talk to plants and animals. Important lore right there. So, as you might have noticed, towards the end of the raw tree, when I got my second item, I stopped a moment to pick up a rock by a waterfall. And that's actually really important to the speedrun. As is that pin that I just picked up from the tree. That is vitally important to the speedrun. You will have a very bad time if you don't have that. But now the world is all put back together, all nice. And by nice, I mean there's plants again. All green and wonderful.
Plants.
Shoutouts to plants.
What is your
But,
plant of choice, chat?
Banana.
Gamer grass?
Based fucking gamer grass.
Anyway,
Fire it up, gamers.
fire it up, gamers.
Fire it up.
Fired up.
So we have saved plants. Now we're gonna go here and we're gonna save fuck-ass birds because I don't know why.
Oh,
Shout out
no.
to the fuck ass birds.
This is
So more cases of why strength matters. You saw how little damage I dealt to that enemy when I passed through him. It's not really worth my time to go out of my way to fight these enemies right now, just because of how long it would take and how little damage I do. So instead, I'm going to pick up that strength potion, and we're going to get a certain weapon, and we're going to use that, which is going to give me a very good chance at one-shotting most of these enemies as I pass through here. You'll also see me doing boosting off of these corners. So if there's a slope, you can just run against it, and Arc gets a little bit of extra bonus, movement because of that. So I'll be trying to use that when possible. Messed up my jump, but he didn't attack me, so that's good. Also, these enemies falling from the ceiling, if they land on the ground and you are touching the ground, they stun you for 20 years. It's very not good.
awesome.
Sounds like some hot speed tech.
Hell yeah. So I pick up the rock spear here, and that is important. It is required to beat this dungeon, because there is an obstacle that you can only break using it. And then I go into my menu, I use the strength potion, I equip my magic box because I'm going to be using that a little bit later. And I equip the spear. So now I deal a lot of damage to these enemies, despite only getting a few points of strength. Oh, that's unfortunate. The mud doll there, you have a pretty good chance to one-shot it with that attack, but sometimes you don't, and it hits you, and it's unfortunate, but it's okay. Other than that, there's not really too much to talk about in this dungeon. I'm going to be trying to I'm going to try jumping on 2 vines to get a little extra vertical height. And I'm just going to have to try to get clean movement through the rest of the area, along with killing as many enemies as I can. Also, that's why we needed the rock spear. We needed it just to break those rocks.
If you don't have the rock spear to break those black rocks, well, forget it. You cannot progress.
Kind of messed me up when I fell a little bit early, but that's okay. We're still doing good right now. My HP is a little lower than I'd like it to be right now, but it shouldn't matter.
It's like 9 points too low.
There is, health does matter a little bit for this next part that I'm doing, but hopefully it will be enough for me to go. If I get decent luck, it shouldn't be a problem. But if I do, then I'll have to use an item earlier than I intend. So now we get the second key item of our run. This is the claws, and they allow us to climb these pockmarked walls you see me jumping down right now.
Yo, sick.
And with that, I basically have everything I need to go fight the boss here. But if the last fight was not enough incentive to you to hang out and watch grinding for several minutes, then, oh boy, I got news for you.
Oh, baby.
Because we want to leave this dungeon at level 19.
What level are we at now?
10.
We are at level 10.
Alright.
Hell yeah.
So,
Peak gaming content.
Is this gonna be another copy-pasta segment?
Yes, it is going to be another copy pasta segment.
Well, this is gonna be a grind, but it's also terrifying.
So, in the interest of being safe for the marathon, I am not going to attempt the PB grind, which I do at level, I would attempt at level 12. I'm going to be grinding to level 14 on these Borfus here, because they give slightly less experience per pack than the babies were on that parasite fight. But they're I can actually control them. If I get to level 14, unless I make a mistake myself, no matter what happens, I should be able to continue the run. On the off chance that the fight goes completely horribly and we waste a whole lot of time on it for no reason because RNG is RNG, then I do have a backup save prepared. And we'll give it a fair amount of time. It shouldn't be a problem, but birds are not always kind.
Birds are jerks, man.
Birds are jerks.
Yep, coming up is the rather infamous bird grind. And
So-
ooh, baby, it's something.
Heck, birds.
So to put it in kind of perspective for everybody watching, at level 10, I have a very small chance to one-shot these enemies with my slider attack. And at level 11, I have a very high chance to one-shot them. The only attack that does not is the lowest roll, which is why you'll see me sometimes doubling back when I get a 33, because I need to kill that enemy. At level 12, everything I do is guaranteed, and so it becomes pretty mindless at that point. But this does take a couple minutes, which is why it's not generally something you do in a real attempt. Birds has the potential of being much, much faster. I say potential,
But birds are also jerks.
but birds are also
Yeah,
jerks.
it's much more likely that you can lose a lot of time because of the bad RNG of the birds, and also if you fail the proper setups to get making sure that the bird grind keeps going.
Yeah, so in the end, as far as a real run goes, the birds are basically the biggest run killer for any attempt. You play for about an hour, and then you hope birds gives you good RNG, and if you don't, then you get to do it all over again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's why.
That's Terranigma for you.
Well, that's Terranigma.
Amazing.
Terranigma. Nice.
Good speed game.
Thankfully, though, once you get past the birds, there's nothing really stopping you from finishing the run. Like, there's nothing that kills it after that. It's just a matter of if you want to reset because you had bad execution or you failed a manip or something.
Yeah. The thing about the birds is if you beef it, there's no going back. You can't. It's ruined.
The only thing you can do really is you can come back here if you like beef a real like early run. Say I went to start at 12 and I got to 13. I could come back here and grind out the level I need, but that's super slow. And so we're not going to do that. I'm just not going to make a mistake. It's going to be easy. That being said, we have about another 3.5, 4 minutes of this, so I want to see some fresh copy pastas in chat.
Oh,
Damn.
baby.
Fired up, gamers.
Fire it up.
Mixtape.
I want to see the dankest copy pastas that you can possibly show me.
Alright, hold on.
If this is the correct person, please tell me why the stupid fucking monster comes from nowhere and eats my main guy before he gets to the bottom of the hill. Nothing personal, but this is Sunday morning, and I really did not like the idea of getting eaten by a monster this early. What I am really trying to say is fix the program or stop making games for the life of me. Who can't win. Actually, you ruined my whole day. Have a nice one. The Woodman.
The
Thank you for
Woodman.
that basement.
Shout out to the Woodman.
I don't
Also,
think I've
shout
ever
out
seen
to
that
Ski
one.
Free.
That's from Ski
Nothing
Free.
personnel.
Ski Free is a
Nothing
really
personnel.
is a game.
A really game?
It is a really game.
Ski Free is legendary. Why
It's
is
a
that
gamer
not-
gauge. Alright, level 13. One more level, fam. And then we all get to experience the absolute joy of the bird grind. You can also see how even though I'm gaining like really small amounts of strength, how much extra damage I'm doing on every attack. Oh god, Imp, that's too much for me. Like even on autopilot, I don't think I could read that.
Bait, mate, I relate, straight appreciate, and congratulate. I rate this bait an 8 out of 8. Please no hate. I'm straight irate. Create more. I can't wait. We should conversate. I won't berate. My number is 8888888888. Ask for Nate. Who calls later out of fate. If you on a date, ask Kate to locate. Even with a full plate, I always have time to communicate, so don't hesitate. Don't forget to meditate and participate and masturbate to alleviate your ability to tabulate the fate.
Nice
Oh,
bars.
Nice run, basement. Nice fucking run.
That's a really
Well,
good
dude.
Well
That's a
played,
good one.
Flip.
These coffee pastas are not sufficiently cursed.
But you gotta hold the strong stuff in reserve.
Alright, we should be approaching the end of this here. And then we get to do the second half, which is considerably more like, I'm not gonna say exciting, but requires a lot more input on my end.
The part you're doing is just basically autopilot.
Yeah, I'm not really like focused too much on this. I'm just kind of doing it. It's actually really easy input-wise. The worst case is like I time my attack a little bit too late or something, and I get hit out of it. But for the most part, it's kind of muscle memory, the rhythm to it. Alright, I think in the next one or two, I'm usually pretty good about knowing where I am experience-wise. There you have it. Alright, so, birds. Oh boy, birds are jerks.
Post Void Crow, please.
Yeah, can we get some Bless RNGs in chat? I'm really gonna need it.
Yeah, this is gonna be really exciting.
So the birds fight. Birds have 80 HP, and when you kill the boss, the game awards you experience for killing the boss immediately. But the game does not flag this boss as dead until after the cutscene. So what we're going to try to do here is I'm going to get a pre-hit on the bird like I just did, and I'm going to try and kill the bird in such a way that before the game can give me the text box saying that the boss is dead, I slide off the edges of this arena and I reset the fight. But first, I need the bird to give me one of these attacks to dive, so I have to do that a whole bunch. That's basically the essence of this grind.
It's
now,
a journey.
The problem with this is that it's completely RNG if the bird decides to dive, and it's completely RNG where the dive is. Certain dives are very, very hard to play. Like that one right there, that would have been very tight for me to get off. I did go for it, but I got hit out of the attack, and so I just made it into a something a little safer.
Alright, count along with me, chat. That's 2 birds.
So thankfully, right now, I've gotten some pretty good luck, so no matter what happens from this point, the run can continue. We are out of territory where the run cannot continue. But what you're going to see me doing here is called a setup kill. That's kind of bad. I missed it. On level up, on kills where you would level up, so my next kill is going to level me up. The problem is, if I try to do the same thing, the game is going to rob me of my momentum as soon as I'm awarded the experience, and I'm not going to be able to continue the grind. So I'm trying to set up a very specific circumstance to where I can kill the boss while I'm already off of the ground, so the game can't stop me and do it.
Yeah,
But the problem with that last one was I rolled too low on my stab attack, and I wasn't going to be able to kill with my jump attack. So I did something. I tried to hit him with the very edge of a slider as I ran off. So this should be fine. And there you go. That's functionally what we're gonna do until level 19.
4, 3, 4, 5.
4, 3, 4, 5. So my next one, I will level up in 3 kills. I still need to do some pre-damage right here, because there is a chance you can survive one of my slider attacks. But on the next level, all of those kills are guaranteed on that, so it gets a lot easier to do. I only have to worry about setups.
Yeah, the damage roll RNG can really screw you over. It's also another situation where you can get a crit and it can ruin your day.
Yeah, which is why those setups are so scary sometimes. During the setup, I can crit, and the crit just kills my run instantly. There's no way I can control it. Crits are controlled by RNG, but the damage roll for your attacks is not controlled by RNG, it's controlled by the frame that you hit. It's like a global frame count. So even if there was a way to manipulate the fight, which there isn't because there is a second bird, which just updates RNG while it's on the screen no matter what. But even if there was a way to manipulate the fight, there wouldn't be a reliable way to manipulate your damage, and so you're gonna have a bad time. So that was the most unfortunate place it could have dived on the setup, because I would have had to do a really tight slider attack to be off the arena but still hit it in time. And that was kind of bad on my part. I played that a little badly, but that's okay. We're still doing really well right now. My goal for this is I want to be as high level as I can by like 104. So if I can make it at less than an hour in where we're at right now, I'm actually pretty okay with how we're doing. I also run the risk right now of instantly killing this if I crit.
That'd be a shame.
That would be a shame. But like I said, this is actually going pretty well right now.
Oh, nice.
So, we don't have to worry about the run dying, at least.
Alright, 4 birds.
4 birds for this one. I also have a pretty high chance to one-shot it with my sliders now, but it's not guaranteed. So I'm still going to try to pre-damage him with a jump attack if he gets in range to do so. There's like one roll, I think, where he survives. Speaking of heck Ramby, did you know we heck rhinos in this game?
Yes.
Well, I didn't know that. Now that's
Yes,
music to my ears.
We do heck rhinos in this game. I will even make sure we have extra chance to heck the rhinos.
Heck yeah.
Excellent.
Sometimes you get some really good RNG, like what you just see where I get the double dive. That's super nice always to get.
Sometimes the birds actually play along.
So what you saw right there was kind of risky. I have to do a late slider in order to get off in time. And I'm getting really good RNG now. This is actually going really well.
Right,
Surprisingly.
Next bird you level up. Easy.
Nice.
Easy every time.
Yeah, so
5.
if you want to play this game, is there an English patch of it?
There's an English translation, and there's also an English a patch for the translation that lets it run at 60 frames, because it's PAL version is what the English is.
Yeah,
Right,
unfortunately.
right, okay.
Right
The
now,
official PAL release, yeah.
Alright.
But
dude, what
you
is
can
this
apply
grind
that
right now?
With at 60 frames per second.
Dude,
What
you're
the fuck
getting
is happening?
You're getting
Yo,
the void
hell yeah.
on paper. Also, nice HP value, by the way.
Yeah, nice.
Nice.
That might have been bad. Whatever. What is this going on right now, though? I just got so many dives in a row. I can't even. So boss only has 80 HP, like I said. So effectively now we've completed the grind. All I have to do now is do 6 more kills, and then I'm not going to bother doing another setup. And I also don't really care so much if I drop it at this point, so I'm going to... all I'm going to do is I'm going to take whatever risk I need to in order to get this done. But effectively the grind's over, and we're on very good time right now. Like, effectively, there's nothing else that I really need to do on this fight.
Yeah, so remember
shoutouts
when
to
you were level
Marathon.
14 at the start of this?
Yeah, remember when we were level 14?
I remember.
Yeah, the bird
That was
bird
fun.
grind is very, very fast when it's not trolling you.
Yeah, this is, it's not the most efficient grind point in the game, but for this point where we are right now, there's nothing better, and it is used in every route that does not expressly ban it because of how good it is. But good luck getting a run past it, like a real run.
Awesome. Good speed game, by the way.
Good speed game, by the way.
Yeah.
That was clutch. You guys don't even know how clutch that one was.
Clutch gaming
Did
hours.
you see this clutchness?
By
Said
10%.
you don't even know how clutch that
my
was.
God.
That was like 2 pixels. Maybe. It was like 2 pixels leeway of not getting off in time.
Yeah, there's
Insane
a
pace. Oh shit. The insane pace.
there's a magic
There you
pixel
go, Pam.
one
Yeah.
where you're fully standing off the edge except for like 2 pixels of your foot, but the game's like, nah, you're on the ground. We're good.
Nice grind.
19. Nice run. Nice grind.
Nice.
Really good.
Let's go. When you reach about level 15 to 20, this is where you gain a lot more stats when you level up. Your early level ups, you don't gain much, but when you reach level 15, 20, this is where you gain much higher gains for level ups. So that's pretty dope.
So I don't want to alarm chat, but I mean, aside from the fact that I haven't run this category like in any real fashion in like 9 months, I'm on big dick PV pace right now.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear.
Yo, fuck yeah. Hell yeah. Let's go, gamer.
Yo, thank Egg, by the way.
Normally, when I do this, I run the pseudo 100% category because it has some more interesting stuff going on. I feel like, but we're on good pace right now. So there are birds here. These are good birds though. These are bird friends. And there's a fat bird.
Fat bird?
Yes, there's a fat bird.
Yep.
Big chunky bird. Big old chungus. So this game directly inspired Yoshi's Island. They stole this from... That's where they got the idea from the stork and Baby Mario in a sack.
Damn.
Ah,
It's 100% confirmed lore.
Yo, boy,
yeah,
Rob.
that sounds about right to me.
Yeah.
I
Gamer.
guess.
Rob.
I got a package in the mail. About to open it live on stream with my mic mute.
Okay.
Nice.
What's supposed to be in that package?
I'm hoping it's Parasite Eve because
Ooh.
CFB wants me to play Parasite Eve on stream. So
Oh, nice.
Is this gonna be him? Is it him?
So right there was the second kind of trick we have. If I go into my item box before the cutscene locks Ark's movement, I can move while it's playing before the box shows up, and I can leave that scene early. It saves some time,
Yeah, nice.
like 15-20 seconds.
Nice.
Also, this part is actually completely pointless. Like, we just go here to talk to that thing and then we leave.
Seems legit.
Because apparently the birds can't fly because there's no, like, intercontinental wind or something. I don't know, lore. This is the bird pin. Bird pin clears all status ailments on you, and if I play well, I will never have to use this.
It's good
Yeah,
as a
I'm
safety
looking for-
slash backup though.
Yeah, it's very, very useful because there are a few scary points where you can get hit with some really nasty status effects.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
There's,
getting burned in this game is really fun.
Yeah. We might see that. I might show them how dumb that is a little bit later. But anyway, this bird's going to fly us across the ocean. Because this bird is a gamer.
Gaming.
You know, as you do.
So now, resurrected bird. And logically next, we have to resurrect some animals. You know what's an animal?
Frog?
Winky.
Frogs are animals. You know what else, unfortunately, is an animal?
Oh no.
Nope, 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 nope.
Yeah, don't worry, we're gonna heck them. But
Okay.
No.
also, best track in the game. So this is Zoo. Zoo is Zoo's a pretty cool dungeon. It's actually kind of it's not really too much to talk about. It's just having good routing through it. The main thing here is you have to kill certain enemies to release their spirits. And you need 4 of these spirits to trigger certain things in the game, so it's just routing through the dungeon to get that done. You'll see me beat this enemy and then kind of stay here for a moment to make sure the orb shows up before I leave, because if not, it doesn't flag it correctly.
Yo, blobs.
Don't really need these this experience, but I do try to get it because it saves a little bit of time later. Also, forgive me, Winky, for I have sinned.
No.
It's okay. It's not a him. It's not a him. It's all right. Well, it was not a him. That was
That wasn't it.
yeah, that was something else.
That was an imposter.
Exactly.
Not
I am the real Winky.
Fake Winky.
No, Karthus, we don't want to kill Winkies. We kill the fake Winkies. Yes, a him posture, Quattro.
Someone in chat pick a number between 1 and 5.
69.
420, 69.
4.20.
4.20, yeah.
420, 69.
So you can see what happens when you come through the shrines and leave. You get a little bit of water, so you can get to different parts of the dungeon. That's pretty much the whole deal here. Unfortunately, not the most exciting dungeon, but it does have the most banginest music.
Whoa.
Oh shit. Whoa.
Whoa!
Whoa, sudden!
What a game.
So, shoutouts to the first and not the only frustrating thing in this game is I don't know how you're expected to know that's the way to open it, but yeah, that's how you open that wall. All the game tells you is like, this wall looks like it could be broken.
What the?
I told you, good game design.
Hello?
Yep.
Epic.
I have been told that even if you just get the breath attack to hit the wall, it breaks. But I have my doubts, and I have never actually wanted to try it. I just want to get through there. I also got stuck here casually for 3 hours.
That's... Okay.
Yeah, that place is pretty confusing, not gonna lie.
Fortunately, like I said, it's one of the weaker moments in the game is those kind of puzzle solving, because that's not even the last time that you get to that kind of thing. Also, mark my fake winkies. Bad fakes. I'm gonna try to do this right.
You are the Winky Highlander.
I got caught by animation lock there, and what happened was, what's supposed to happen is I'm supposed to hit that enemy from the top and then let the breath blow me back through where I came from. But it's okay, it worked out. So we're coming up on our last shrine here. Kill one more enemy, and then we fight the boss, who is appropriately named Trollkeeper.
Oh, baby.
Isn't there a mechanic in this game they expect you to use that was last seen in Illusion of Gaia? Let me think, Amy. I think I know kind of what you're talking about. I don't know if it was used in Illusion of Gaia, though. So anyway, we're basically done with Sarah. Now we get to go fight the boss, and we get to come to everybody, and I mean every single speedrunner ever is gonna love the next level.
I am?
Huh?
I am?
That's
Yes,
a
you
bold
are.
claim.
You are going to love it. It is every speedrunner's 100% most favorite level in all of gaming.
I don't know if I trust you.
There is no
Given that I've
irony
never
between
played this
Prof's
game,
words
I'd
right now.
also
Come
not
on.
trust.
Not a single bit.
Come on!
Swimming is comfy. Gotta be honest here.
Go him swim.
Swimming's actually kind of really rhythmic. So I go inside here and I equip the crystal spear. Wait, what am I doing that for? I don't even know. Anyway, I equip the crystal spear. That's actually really important for me to do because this enemy has resistance to He has a resistance to the rock elemental damage. And you remember way back when I equipped the jewelry box, and now I'm actually about to use it. The reason why is because one, like I like health, and two, because using it in this particular moment actually saves a handful of frames. Because the head animation falling still plays while it's active. Aw, you bastard. He didn't do what I wanted him to do. He can move up or down, and him moving down is good because it's basically an instant kill. But thankfully he didn't troll me too hard.
Based.
Shouts to crabs.
Crab, 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 crab.
Also, in What the Fuck Moments Gaming, here we have a cutscene of something.
Something.
Of something. Yeah.
Mode 7.
Mode 7.
A cutscene of Mode 7. That's what we have right now.
Also, this game is now Lion King.
Yes!
Hell yeah.
You notice on the screen there are no rhinos to be hugged.
Good.
There's just giraffes
Thank
and
you, Lord.
elephants. That's how it should be.
It starts. Thank you, Quattro.
Pride lands, people arrive.
Also, there's nothing that was shown on screen. Just ignore it. It's not. It doesn't exist. It's a figment of your imagination. Yes, Karthus, because frogs don't hop across the land, you donut.
Got him.
Besides, you are Winky. Is this
Yeah, these are
Shadow?
spooky guys. Don't worry, pals. That wasn't the hecking of Winky. Or not the hecking of Winky, the hecking of Ramby, I mean. The hecking of Ramby will come in about 10 minutes. And it will be a glorious heck.
Bro,
What's going on?
Based.
I can't believe Madmark is fucking dead.
Oh no. So anyway, we talked to the Queen of the Lions, and she's like, my son went missing down here. He's taking a test. To become king. Why don't you go check on him? And since I literally have nothing better to do, sure.
Literally nothing better to do.
Literally nothing better to do, yeah.
So this is Liam. Liam is a lion cub, and he's a little piece of shit, and I hate him.
Ah, come on!
So, you know how I said this level was going to be everybody's favorite?
Yeah.
So, this is what speedrunners like to call an auto-scroller.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, because, apparently we needed an auto-scroller in
In an RPG.
In my JRPG.
Yes. Unseen before.
So we pretty much just, hang out here until Liam decides to haul his fat ass up to where we are. Look at him, he walks so slow. And we have to do this for, 4 screens. Oh, I got played. I'm so sad. Yeah, it's also an escort mission, because who doesn't like auto-scrolling escort missions?
Abs. Stunning.
I can't believe
It's
Bad
the
Mark is
perfect
dead.
blend, yeah.
This is like real gamer hours right now.
Also, I'm going to show you what being burnt is like and why it's terrible. Is that this enemy would stop fucking around and actually hit me.
No.
I guess he's not going to do it.
No.
It's also really important that you wait at the end of the screens There you go. That's why burn is bad. Because you get stunned for like 50 years.
Yo, type 1 if you could eat.
Yo, I could eat. So now we come to a little maze kind of deal here. It's kind of important. Another one of those cases where make sure you pick the right option, because if not, you lose a lot of time. But he takes a while to get there, so let's see how many laps we can run around this thing. If y'all want to go ahead and count, I would appreciate it. There you go. That's about as all I'm feeling willing to go.
Yo, the escort mission. Oh god.
Mad Mark is alive. What a gamer. Coming back from the death.
Yo, welcome back.
So yeah, there's not really much I can do where I am now. He takes a little while to get up here, so... The one bad thing about this is that the trigger to exit this area is actually a fair bit lower than most of the other ones. And so I don't really want to risk going too high. This is about as high as I can go.
Oh,
Any
it's
higher
just
than
Dark
I
Improv, by the way.
I see.
And Jerkin too, so...
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that part is pretty slow. There's not much you can do to make it faster. You gotta wait for a small buddy to catch up.
So thankfully, that's the last real part of that we have to do. He actually decides to follow us right here so we can get through the screen kind of quickly. Also, shoutouts to moving too soon or too late and falling and having to do this over again. I've had that happen to me exactly once, and that was the only time I ever needed it to happen to me for me to, like, commit never to do it again.
I always struggle with that part with the falling bridge, man.
So now we are at the last screen that we need to wait for him to do anything. But he's gonna race us up this cliff, and one of the biggest plot twists in gaming, it turns out he's actually not a little fat fuck who can't run to save his life. He's actually really fast, and he was trolling us the entire time.
What a jerk!
He's a little bastard.
Ah, I forgot to talk to him. Feels bad, man. Anyway, done with that part of it. Now we come to the boss. This is a mud doll. He's on the other side of the chasm there, so I can't actually hit him. Except I have this rock that is conveniently placed. So unfortunately with this fight, damage dealt doesn't actually matter. It's number of hits, so there's no real way to speed it up. You just pick up the rock and throw the rock as fast as you can, and that's all you can do. If you are interested in resetting it, the stream, or the player rather, we will have an opportunity to do that in about a minute and a half.
Yeah,
Oh, is there?
So I'm guessing, I guess they're saying there's a pretty large delay.
Yeah,
probably earlier, but it's MBD throwing rocks at Mudman.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you want to do it right now, there's not much going on.
You can do it right now.
Cutscene. Yeah. I'm waiting for the last bit of this to be done.
Score, boss. Like,
Yeah, looks like there was about 10 seconds worth.
yeah,
Be better now.
Yo, we back in the club.
Cool. Alright,
Hell
so
yeah.
the mud doll tricks us and we fall into the chasm. And now our buddy Liam is up there fighting the mud doll. And we have to kind of just wait for it.
This part's kind of funny, not gonna lie.
We get to, you'll see some text box skips. You have a little bit of an audio cue based on the sound effects of, like, the fighting. So we're doing some of that right now. But thankfully we're almost done with this.
Your man's up there
Not
kicking
much more.
ass.
So 2 more. 1 more.
He spent the entire dungeon attempting to become useful.
And done. He actually is useful. Listen.
He did it.
He did it. So he ends up finding this shiny rock after his battle with the mud doll. He's going to keep it as a symbol of his courage and strength. And we're going to actually see that way later in the game.
Yo,
But that's the auto-scroller.
Shoutouts to Gamer Liam, dude.
Shoutouts to Gamer Liam.
Shoutouts to Liam.
So we have saved the Prince of the Lions. We're gonna go get our reward from his dad because, you know, I mean, we do nice things, but we don't do it for free. This ain't a charity. What he's gonna
Also,
do
heck
is...
Ramby, by the way, since there are rhinos in there.
Speaking of hecking rhinos, are you guys ready for the hecking of rhinos?
Oh, yes.
Yes!
I've been waiting my entire life.
Shoutouts to the Overworld team. Also, we are gonna heck these rhinos. See these rhinos right here? Fuck this rhino. Fuck this rhino too. And fuck this rhino. And fuck this rhino the most. And you suck. Fuck
Yeah.
these rhinos.
Destroyed.
There you go. We have hecked the rhinos.
Hell yeah.
So we are in the last dungeon of chapter 2. We've resurrected plants, animals, and birds, and I'm getting trolled by this crystal, so I'm just gonna reset the room. That's unfortunately something that can happen sometimes. The movement of the crystal kind of dictates if you can get up there or not. You can outplay it, but it's actually kind of hard to do it if you fall the first time. But plants, animals, and birds. So there's only one thing left to us to resurrect in the world. Also, shoutouts to Yetis. Just hanging out there taking a bath.
Yep.
That enemy right there with the pitchfork, that enemy is actually immune to ground attacks. So the only way to kill it is by doing some kind of aerial attack. And these crystals are very resistant to ground attacks. Oh, I got trolled. That one, thankfully, is kind of hard to miss. Like, you try to do that, like, when you want to fall, get down there anyway. And so it actually just opens up. It's pretty cool. So we get this herb from this flower. And we like herbs and we like flowers. So because of that menu mistake earlier, I'm gonna lose a little bit of time here, but I'm gonna fix it as well. So we equip the herb the flower gives us because apparently the Yeti is taking a nice hot bath, but it's not as nice as it could be. And we're gonna make it a little bit nicer for him. Most of these dungeons are not really straightforward. You just kind of explore until you figure out what you gotta do. I use it right there by the log so I can get off screen a little bit faster. And then yeet!
Yo, we're yeeting?
Yeah, we're yeeting.
Oh, ho, ho.
Yeet!
Yeet.
Yeet.
Now we're just climbing the mountain now. Nothing really too special going on here. trying to get kills where we can without getting too far out of the way. These wolves can be fuck asses sometimes and like interrupt my run.
Oh, those wolves are bastards.
I'm trying to do a...
No super speed, feels bad. There's a slim chance there that you can get this like really turbo speed running down that ramp. No idea what triggers it. Also, we're gonna get killed by an avalanche.
Oh
well,
shit, run, dude.
G.
Oh no,
Oh,
I didn't run fast
Oh
enough.
no.
Runs dead. It was
So
fun while
lost.
it lasted.
Also, this is Goat Mom.
F.
I know how people love Goat Moms, and this
Shout-
Goat Mom is no exception. Now we're in this cave, and we can't get out. And unfortunately, Goat Dad was not so lucky. F in chat for Goat Dad. But we're waiting for the text box to play. I'm going to skip it really quick.
Goat Dad is dead. This
Yeah.
is so sad.
You know, we've been on an adventure for like an hour and a half now, and I noticed we have not eaten anything yet. Hey, you guys want to go eat?
Yes.
I could go eat.
Hey, I feel like you guys feel like having some goat.
No? Whoa!
Doubt.
You guys don't want some goat? Oh,
No.
because Goat Mom's kind of hungry too, and Goat Mom thinks we should eat Goat Dad.
Man, Goat Mom is
Oh, Mom is fucking around.
yeah, she's messed up in the head.
We don't end up eating Goat Dad though. It's okay. I promise.
Okay.
Goat Mom
Saved.
going through. Sorry, you don't worry. You don't have to eat Goat Dad. I understand, but survival. This is actually one of the darker moments in the game because it, like most RPGs, like you do deal with like there's death and everything that occurs, but this one kind of like smacks you in the face with it. Like, yeah, Goat Dad is dead, but he's dead, so we should eat him to survive. And then in the end, you actually end up leaving her there.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it in this run, but if you were to play this game casually, after the next cutscene, you can come back here and find what's left of them.
Oof.
It's a pretty sad moment.
That's...
Yeah.
Bro. This got really real all of a sudden.
I know, right?
Yeah, this game does not often really pull its punches with things like that. But anyway, happier things. We are rolling through here now.
Yo,
The
back
avalanche
on
cleared up or put some snow inside of the lake there, or the water, and so now we can walk across it, and we're gonna do that.
Yo, Goat Dad's sacrifice was not in vain.
No, Amy, there are no traditional party members in this RPG. You do have people accompanying you, but it's always in like non-combat sections. You are 100% on your own.
Yeah, this is the single player.
So anyway, we're coming through to the end here. It's just getting through this cave. We're going to climb a little bit more, and then we're going to get to the boss. The boss of this area is named Dark Morph, and it's a three-phased fight where the first phase is an auto-scroller. The second phase is kind of an auto-scroller, but it has you can get RNG that speeds it up, and the third phase is pretty easy. So the first phase is going to turn into a Yeti. And he's going to throw rocks at us.
What a jerk!
And we're just going to get hit by all these rocks because we have a lot of HP and it doesn't matter. But actually, it is faster to do so, to get a hit by at least two of them. If you don't, the end sequence where he detonates all the rocks actually takes longer. So now we just sit here and like let him push us around because I guess for whatever reason you don't fall off here either. This would be kind of a different encounter if we actually got pushed off.
This is riveting.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we're almost done.
Don't worry about it.
So that's phase one. Phase 2 is Aghanim. Literally Aghanim.
I.
Oh god, yeah.
This is.
But this actually, ooh, that was a good crit. Crits, unlike the Mud Doll fight, crits actually matter. This thing has an HP pool. Oh my god, what is this RNG? This RNG is amazing. The only thing he can do really do to waste time is just teleport a lot. Damn, that was good. I got 3 crits on that. Like, I'd never get crits on that fight.
Dang.
Hell yeah.
And last phase is, oh, I missed it. Damn. I was a little bit too far to the left on that. Normally, you can clip the left side of him, and then you have a really high chance at one-shotting at my level. So,
It was
20.
Dracula. And now he's
And that's
dead.
Dark Morph.
Yeah, we did it.
Nice.
Alright, so now we're going to get into some real Terranigma lore. We're going to have the official Terranigma food chain.
Food chain?
Yes, this game has a canon food chain.
Alright.
So I'm dead. Don't worry about that part.
Again?
Yeah, I'm dead. Okay, so here's a flower, right? Flowers, bottom of the food chain. Can't eat anything. And then we have buffalo. Buffalo eat flowers. All right. So you hear me? Animals are greater than flowers.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
But what eats the buffalo?
The bear?
Birds eat buffalo.
What? Since when?
So since this
what?
game. So birds are higher in the food chain than buffalo and animals. And birds have little chicks. And you know what eats little chicks? Monsters. So you see we got flowers, animals, birds, monsters, and then at the very top of the food chain, it's me. Because I'm not actually dead.
Oh.
That is the official Terranigma food chain. Remember that. I hope you guys enjoyed this little lore excerpt.
Question. Do you eat
Shoot.
the monsters?
Yes,
Okay.
I do.
What do monsters taste like?
Ass.
I have that right?
Yes, you do. That is completely right.
Okay, good. That's the canon.
So anyway, we resurrected people with that, and what's happening now is, depending on the translation, you get different time frames. But this is about 2 years or so after we beat Darkmorph. So people have been resurrected. They are thriving. And we effectively have, like, no clue what we're supposed to be doing right now, because all the Elder told us was, hey, go resurrect birds, go resurrect all life. That's your job.
That's... What a
So
job.
Yeah.
Yeah, so kind of right now, all we're really doing is we're trying to get our bearings of where we are in the world. Ekla Mata was the name of that last dungeon, and it's in Tibet, so that's where we are right now. But we talked to the leader, and he tells us, yeah, you know, I know who you are, I know what you've done. I've kept you safe for the last 2 years. And around that time, they have a visitor in town, this old man. I cannot remember his name for the life of me. He's minorly important to the story. But he comes to talk to the leader. And we go talk to him, and he tells us that his granddaughter, Maylin, is going back to a town that was destroyed because, you know, her parents were killed in this attack. And we decide that we are going to we're going to go find her and bring her back safe. And that's pretty much why we're doing what we're doing right now. So we go inside this desert because this is where the town is. And as soon as we walk in, we see Maylin. Hi, Maylin. And she runs away because We're scary. We're a spooky stranger.
Okay, goodbye.
And you remember how I said that this town was destroyed? Well, something looks awfully fishy here. This town doesn't look very destroyed to me. These people look very much alive.
Come on.
Also, we talked to that guy. That guy has a lot of money, and he doesn't know what to do with his money. And so we tell him to do what any good capitalist will do and take his money to his grave. I'm not actually joking. That is legitimately what we do. He asks us, hey, I could like give my money to people, but I could also take it to me, like take it to my grave when I die. And we go, yeah, take it to your grave. That's very important.
I have a bad idea that I know where this is going.
It's logical.
So we go talk. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just about to say, yeah, the things are about to get real spicy here in just a moment. You're gonna see what happens. So yeah, this is the town of Laurent, but as Prof said, it's really fishy. It's gonna be yeah, you're gonna see what happens.
Oh, I've seen Illusion of Gaia. I know where this is going.
So now all of a sudden there's zombies.
Yep.
Because why not?
This literally is a thing that happens in Illusion of Gaia, dude.
So, due to the way the bird grind ended, I am actually at level 20. I am at a high enough level right now that all of these enemies, I have a really good chance of one-shotting. This is about the point in the game. When you leave this dungeon casually, you're probably in your 18s or so. So I'm no longer really massively over-leveled. But I'm just enough where I don't have to switch my weapon and I can kill all these enemies really like efficiently. So most of what we're doing here, this is right about the point of the game where the difficulty kind of spikes like really hard. These enemies hit you very hard casually. They have a ton of health. They have actual mechanics to them. And the dungeon itself is pretty open. So what you have to do here, you have to collect 2 items, and you have to talk to 2 NPCs that are in certain locations. Why am I doing that?
That scarf is super important because it's required to be able to progress to the next section in that specific town.
Now, just because I'm over-leveled, I still need to try to get some experience in here because I want to be level 21 before a certain boss. And I'm not going to say I'm like super far away. It should be really easy for me to do it. But this is kind of in case I do need these experience totals to add up.
There's a really boss coming up.
Get the double hit on him. Feels bad. This is the second item we need to complete this dungeon. This tag wards off ghosts. And ghosts kind of act like wall masters in Zelda games.
Yikes.
Which you will see here in just a moment. So that ghost picks me up and brings me back to the start of this dungeon. Which right there is good because it's faster.
You need to have the talisman equipped. If not, you're just gonna be sent back to the beginning.
God dang spooky ghosts.
This is why you need the talisman, because you cannot get through this room without it.
Yeah, exactly.
But once you're past there, I have no more use for it. That is the only purpose that item has.
Yep.
Awesome.
Hell yeah. I'm getting my double hits. Double hits are actually really important for grinding. I want to try to get 2 hits on the enemies with 1 attack, so that way I can get through them without having to wait so long, but it's actually kind of hard to do. There's a really tight timing you have to have for it.
Oh god,
Not
those
always.
enemies, the Chon-Chons. You try to kill them as fast as possible, because if you let them do their glassine gas or whatever their spray attack, it lags the game a lot. So you really want to try to avoid them as much as possible, or just kill them ASAP to reduce lag.
Yeah, There's actually a really good setup to get those enemies kills, but I was going a little bit too late. So we come over here to pick up this the strength potion. This one is not required to beat the game, but it has the benefit of being very useful on the last boss.
Yo, sick.
So we pick it up for that reason.
Oh yeah, are you going to pick up the light rod or?
No, I'm not going to pick it up. I have the I'm level 20 right now, so I don't actually need it.
Gotcha.
Also, remember when I said that guy was going to take his money to his grave? I want you to know that the $500 that I got just now had absolutely nothing to do with that, and I am not a grave robber. That is not hero. That is not a very hero thing to do, and I would never do that. So, small auto-scroller section. The dog has to walk up to the top of the screen, and we need to farm a little bit of money for a piece of armor we're going to pick up later. I need about 780 gems, which I'm already most of the way to, so I should be pretty good here. So there you go, 780.
So
Anything
yeah,
past
discard
that
was
should
what
take
the.
points.
So yeah, the discard is what was needed to because you absolutely need to take the dog and to find melee and whatnot to be able to progress.
Kill a few more enemies, and we're good. Right on time.
Yo, nice.
Hell
And now
yeah.
we're pretty much done with Loren. Like I said, this dungeon is actually a fair bit bigger than what you've seen here. Like, I probably only showed you about 40% of this dungeon. Like, there's a whole lot of stuff going on here. Like I said, it's really difficult casually because there's no real hint that Maylin's scarf is where it is. And so you can get all the way to the end and you don't know what the hell you're supposed to do because you don't have it. Like, you don't think the first thing to check is her room.
Yeah, and the thing is, also, you could go to that room where Mailing is at the moment, but if you don't have the scarf and you brought the dog, then she's just gonna stand there and you're not gonna be able to progress the story.
So plot-wise, we find out here that Maylin actually has a power. She can summon images of people based from like someone's memory or after seeing pictures of them. And so the whole not destroyed version of the town was her. That was her like using her powers to still be with her parents. But
Epic power.
by the end of this, her parents and everything contact her and tell her, it's okay. You can like move on. And so now that she has left, the zombies are gone and the town is just destroyed.
Damn, her parents literally tell her to get over it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yo, can we go dig up that dead guy?
No, we're not gonna go dig up the dead guy.
Ah,
Dude, you stole the money earlier, like, how heartless.
I don't know what you're talking about. I would never do such thing.
You merely gave a suggestion, that's it.
Yeah, all I did was tell him, hey, this would be a good idea. I mean, I'm not like I made him do it or anything. Anyway, so right there, you're supposed to go talk to some gypsies, and they tell you to, like, this really complicated, convoluted way to get through the forest, or you can just go up and left.
seems legit.
And then we're going to come over to this forest and pick up this mushroom in the shade of the tree that is 100% required for this game.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So,
Sure.
and then we pick up more money that's hidden beneath another tree because, yeah, there's hidden chests in this game.
God dang
Yep.
it.
Hell yeah. That's some good shit right there.
Good shit.
We're gonna buy a
Forest
flower
right there.
from the flower girl.
Oh,
Her
nice.
name's not Aerith, by the way.
Who's
I don't even
Eric?
know what her name is.
Remember when
I
we
don't
had a
know.
girlfriend?
Hey man, we still have a girlfriend. She's in hell. Don't worry, we'll see her eventually. Also, apparently this wine and this dancer is going to cost us $1 million.
Oh, baby.
Holy fuck.
Then our knight friend. I don't even know how you pronounce her name, honestly. I like saying Fida, F-Y-D-A is how you spell it. But I have been told it's Fida, and I think that sounds stupid, so I'm not going to actually say it.
I don't think that's how you're supposed to pronounce Wise, but hey, I'm French Canadian, so I don't know shit.
Anyway, though, she's a knight, and she basically threatens to, I'm gonna kill you if you don't knock off being a jackass. And that guy goes, oh, you got it.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
Functionally, that's what happens right there. Also, this guy's gonna make us a sleeping potion with that mushroom we found, and we are not gonna use that for any nefarious purposes whatsoever.
Good, good.
Because we are fine, upstanding people. So this is a castle. Castles have castly things. Shoutouts to castles.
I never would have guessed.
You know what castles are made of?
Dicks.
No, what are castles made
Stone,
out
thank you.
They're made of stone, yeah. They're made of moyai.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
of? See, I knew there was something here. I just I didn't know what it was. Also, that's Royd right there in the blue. Royd's really cool, but he's kind of a jackass.
Hell yeah.
Also, this is the princess, and she looks a lot like our girlfriend.
What?
The plot
Wait,
thickens.
what?
The plot thickens.
Think.
I'm sure there's no plot significance to this at all. It's just a coincidence.
Just a coincidence, yes.
Just a coincidence.
And yeah, the princess doesn't talk, and she doesn't want to talk to us because I guess we're not cool enough.
Yo, I too am not cool enough.
You are plenty cool, my friend.
Lies.
Also, we're gonna buy magic. Did you know there was magic in this game?
What?
Well, 2 hours in, we know that there's magic in this game.
Yeah, there's magic in this game. So we just bought magic.
Nice. So now you're a wizard, Harry?
Something like that.
Dope.
But, so those rocks that I pick up that you kind of see lying around sometimes, the blue ones that sparkle, those are called Magirocks. And Magirocks act like your MP in this game. You can only hold as many spells as you have Magirocks. And if you use a spell, then the Magirock that you had to use is returned to you. So what we did earlier is we picked up one rock, and then we used the pin we got from the tree. And the reason we did that is because we needed exactly 5, so we can buy 5 escape rope equivalent items. Also, remember how I said that guy was going to give us a sleeping potion? Well, he gave us a sleeping potion, and I promise I'm not going to do anything weird with it.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Nothing wrong is going to happen here.
Yeah, I didn't do anything.
I trust you.
Alright.
I just wanted to see what was cooking, that's all.
That seems legal. Yeah, by the way, Prop, Annie says hi.
Hi, Annie.
Hi, Annie.
Annie has the voice of, like, of a god. Like, I could listen to it serenade me for hours.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. We should, like, get Annie in here so he can serenade everybody.
Nice.
You hear that, Annie? Go join the Discord and get in this voice call. That wasn't a request.
That's pretty much what that means, yeah.
So there's like a really convoluted way the game expects you to do this. You're supposed to get a hint. There's a guy in jail, and he gives you a hint that the king has some kind of treasure in his room. And you have to free him for him to tell you more. And then you find out that there's sleeping potions you can make. You find out that the guy can make a sleeping potion if he had a mushroom. And you find out the mushroom is grown within the shade of a tree. So you're supposed to free the guy, get the information, etc., 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 and then do all this. But that's really slow and like complicated, so we're not actually going to do that.
Yeah, we're just gonna know what to do ahead of time.
Hell yeah. Every time.
That being said, we got the treasure from here, which is a bell. And now we're going to go to this game's Lost Woods. And it functions remarkably similar to the way Lost Woods works in, like, Ocarina of Time, where if you pick the wrong direction to leave the screen, you are thrown back to the beginning.
Understandable. Yo, it's Blue Guy.
So I want to ask you, you have to run around to get magic? Well, yeah, the magic rocks are spread around the whole game, so you have to find them, and you need to collect them to be able to use to buy more magic spells. Also, there's some quests, there are quests that you can do, which will give you some magic rocks. There are about 100 of them in the whole game. Am I wrong?
97. 100% is 97. 97.
97? Gotcha.
That's the category I generally would run, like when I was able to like dedicate the time to this more.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's about a 4.5 hour speedrun.
Long speed game.
So anyway, we only needed the bell for those 2 screens, and now we no longer need it, so we're just gonna like do stuff. Also, it's dark.
Shadows.
Also, there's a spooky shadow following us. I'm scared, you guys.
We're in the woods, dude. It's Nantaka.
Taka's following me? Oh no.
You hate to see
This-
that.
I'm scared.
This dungeon isn't really too difficult casually. It's like the enemies hit really hard for this point in the game and they can poison you. The hardest part is knowing that the right I just took into the screen is an exit. Because, I mean, I don't know about you, but I don't look at that and that doesn't scream that you can exit this way to me.
Oh, yeah.
But that item that I picked up is 100% required. That's probably like the biggest hang up for people as they come through here, is that one particular item.
You know, this is a
Why don't
really
we-
good game.
We level up. Also, we found out who it was. Hey, it's Maylin. Turns out she was stalking us.
Yeah.
God
She's,
damn it.
and now she's going to join us on our adventure through the rest of the forest. And she's going to do absolutely nothing.
Well, you know what she does do?
Cries. She cries a lot, too.
Ooh. All I'm saying is she's doing better than Liam.
Yeah, she is. So now we arrive at this town, and this town looks kind of similar to our Helltown, and I guarantee you this is not plot significant at all. Promise.
That would be insane.
It's just 2 really big coincidences.
Oh god, there's dogs.
Oh shit. There's a bunch of wolves.
Also, we have a dog whistle.
How
Don't
convenient.
ask me why. I don't know why there's a dog whistle in the forest, but there is.
Yeah, the dog whistle is absolutely required to be able to progress here.
And now we have obtained the portrait, which shows a girl that looks remarkably like the princess and 2 people that is not the king. And Mei Lin is with us.
Really makes you think.
Really makes you think.
So really important, you don't hold any direction key here, because if you choose the bottom option, then you have to walk all the way back into the forest, and that's really bad. So the plot up to this point, the relevant stuff, is that the princess doesn't talk, and the king is basically saying he will give her away in marriage to anybody who can break her of her mute.
Muted
And so that's why we are doing this.
Muted.
Muted, by the way.
Muted, by the way.
Muted, by the way.
Alright, so it's Princess Oglib. We figured it out.
So Malin takes the portrait from us, and remember how I said she can conjure images and stuff of people by looking at them? Well, we're having a flashback.
Awesome.
So the king and the princess are here, and by the end of this cutscene, you find out that the princess, well, I mean, you find this out before then, but the princess is not actually the king's daughter. She was a resident of the village we just left, and the king came into our town and had basically everybody but her murdered.
Oh, awesome.
And faced with the reality of her situation, she decides that she's going to talk. And then the king, understandably, is going to be very upset with us for what we did, and he's going to kick us out of the castle. But he's not going to throw us in prison.
Why would he do such a thing?
I mean, it seems kind of silly to me. I'm pretty sure I would be like, I'd be pissed.
Imagine throwing somebody who broke the law in jail. The law being, I don't know, no illusions.
Key.
Oh yeah, we're back at the food chain.
I almost said that, but I don't think this is a food chain tutorial again.
Yeah, this is not a food chain tutorial. This is the elder telling you, you know, good job so far. Now your task is you have to resurrect the genius, which basically means you have to go save a bunch of like inventors so they can usher in a new age for the world. And you come out of sleep here, wake up in the end, and you find out that the king has been murdered.
Well,
Like in his sleep last night. And I mean, that's too heavy for me, so I'm gonna get the hell out of there. I don't want nothing to do with that.
I mean, you're a suspect at that point.
So I'm coming in here to do a safety save. Just because it would be very unfortunate if I died on the next boss. I still have to come into this room anyway, so it's not a terrible time waste. But it's, if I die, I lose like 4 minutes. Because I have to run all the way back from the other side of the continent.
Whomst.
What?
So this is Sylvain Castle. This is where the game kind of ramps up, like, and gets into high gear. This dungeon's very, like, not overly difficult casually, but it's very big. There's a lot of shit going on, and the boss is very, very difficult casually.
This is
This is
we're gonna
arguably one of the
really
most notorious bosses in the game coming up.
So there's like 3 different puzzles going on here, 3 different things that you have to do in order to complete this area. First thing we're going to do is we're going to pick up the money because we need it for later.
Shoutouts to money.
Shoutouts to money. We're going to pick up the strength potion because, again, we're going to need it for later. We're going to jump across these holes. Now, at my level, I'm not really at a huge risk of dying in this dungeon. I have a pretty good chance of dying on the boss, but because remember, we're still using from armor from forever ago.
Yeah, shoutouts to the armor from the second dungeon. Well, the second, like, Y'all know what I mean.
Kind of low rolled on them. Kind of unfortunate. But it worked out. Were those supporter portraits? No, the supportraits are, it's Bill Cosby on the left. The dude from Whose Line Is It Anyway on middle left. Arnold is on the middle right, and I don't know who the right guy is. He's just some guy. So this is one of the few cases where we actually want a certain level because one, if you are level 20 or like level 19 or something on that fight, even with the better weapon that I could have picked up in Loran, that fight takes very long to do. You deal like 10 damage a hit, but just 1 level or 2 levels later, you deal like twice as much damage. You can get around it if you use magic, but that's also kind of slow, so we don't really want to do that.
Yeah, because magic, well, one thing about magic, when you use magic, you have
have a rather long cast time when the spell goes off. So this is why magic is rather limited. But it's still useful, but it's just rather limited in speedruns.
So that's the first puzzle. You have to put this code into these things, and then stuff happens. I don't even remember casually where you're supposed to find out what the code is.
There's some room. There's a room or where there's some notes lying around. You gotta find it.
Gaming. Oh, so this guy's gonna hit me.
What?
I just have to hope he hits me low. Alright, 13 is good.
Everything is fine.
This is
Yeah, I do have a safety healing item that I can use. I'm not in a position where I have to use it, but I'm gonna pick it up. Just in case.
You just picked up the ice pick and the key, right?
Yes, I just picked up the ice pick and the key. Ice pick is a weapon we'll be using a little bit later, and the key is required to progress. We also get the first of our second puzzle. There are 4 gems we need to collect in this dungeon. And we just got the first one from that hole. So first I'm going to equip the key, and then I'm going to run over here and use the strength potion I picked up earlier. And that's going to give me like an overwhelmingly high chance to one-shot these enemies as I pass, which is a little bit less experience I need to get later.
Nice.
Nice.
Feel nice this game to give you the ability to attack while you're moving.
We're going to skip all of these enemies because they're not worth fighting. Hey, what's up, QWERTY?
Yo, heck these enemies.
Heck these enemies.
Heck those bastards.
We come to the top of our tower, and we notice that across the way, there is a gem that is sitting inside of this snake's thing with feet. But we don't know how to get there. And so we're gonna channel our inner Diddy, and we're gonna roll deep.
Oh, baby.
Fucking, ooh, that was the deepest rolling I've seen in a while.
Yep.
Those for
Now
you,
you're about
Paul.
to hear the world's deepest voice.
Oh my god,
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
this is it.
Yes, this is Annie. Hi, I'm Annie.
What's up, Annie?
What's good? Not
What's
back.
pop? What's poppin', gamer? We're just enjoying this sick-ass Terranigma run right now.
God damn.
But coming through the rest of the sewers here, we loot our second gem from the snake statue, and then we're going to go into our inventory, and we're going to equip the box again. And the reason we equip the box is we're going to use our first bone pin. Bone pins act like escape ropes, and you use them, they take you out of the dungeon. And we equip it because we're going to have to use it twice. But now that you notice, we come back here, and this water is no longer poisoned.
Ooh,
We're able to loot our third gem.
him can swim.
Him can swim. And finally, we have 1 gem left. We've already done we've gotten rid of the poison, and we did the thing with those chains up top. But what the chains up top did is earlier when I came through here, you may have noticed that there were chandeliers. Well, now the chandeliers are dropped, and I can actually walk on them.
Yep.
There's our 4th gem.
This is a long dungeon, dude.
This is a very long dungeon.
It's pretty long.
So, the cutscene coming up, I will try to explain everything as best I can. But for the boss fight, I'm actually probably going to be muting Discord for a bit
Yeah.
to focus on it. This fight is, so I'm
Completely
still
fine.
using really early armor, and I will be 2-shot.
I have.
it's very easy
I
to
got my
take double
notes on
hits.
deck. I got this.
I believe in you.
Also, do you want to know how I know the portrait middle right is the Terminator?
Yes.
Do you want to know how? That's how you know. That is way too big of a coincidence for it not to be intended.
Oh.
Also, shoutouts to portraits with
Oh,
gems in the
yeah.
eyes.
I
All
like
right,
it to get
baby.
to my portrait.
Time.
I too love Glenn. Glenn is my favorite frog lover. But
Grenouille.
we have two mini
Mongo.
bosses before the real boss. I'll probably explain the first two, and then during the cutscene when the boss is loading in, I'll be off for a bit. I did safety save. I do have a safety healing item, so we should be fine. But like I said, this boss can be very difficult. So this first part here is they're gonna circle around me and follow me. They're gonna do this until the text slows down, like prints really slowly, and then they're gonna stop. And the one I have to hit is always the one behind me. So if I'm facing this way, I'll go right. If I'm facing right, I'll go left. But I just do this because I do need to talk to this guy after the third one. It's timed, so you could even time it, but I mean, it's easier just to pay attention to the text. That being said, it's actually it's kind of hard casually because if you don't do it right, then they get pissed off and they attack you, and they'll likely going to hit you. And they actually deal a non-trivial amount of damage.
Non-trivial amount of damage is about to be the key phrase of the day.
So the second one here, this is supposed to be like red light, green light. And what we do is we go inside the text spot or our inventory and come out. And that allows us to move when we're not supposed to be able to. Also, meeting Discord. I'll see you guys on the other end.
All right, goodbye forever.
Now, here comes the most difficult, arguably the most difficult boss in the game, and the most notorious.
Yeah, this is Bloody Mary, and it is not easy. She's got 3 different attacks that she can do. One of them we want to see, the other 2 we would really not. So let's see what we get. This is the teleports. This is the one you want to see the least. Every time you hit her, she's just gonna teleport somewhere else. It's nothing you can really do about it. These are the masks, though. These are really good. This is the one that we want to see 100% of the time. And it just lets you do the slicer back and forth on top of her over and over again and get a lot more damage than the other attacks let you do. Got teleports again, so that's kind of underwhelming RNG. You just kind of this one you stand in this triangle for a bit, and then she reappears. And we got the masks again, which is best possible RNG. So pretty solid so far, I guess. Not too like ideally she just does this the entire fight, but that's
Nice fight.
good luck with that.
Alright, nice.
Yo.
You need
So-
to keep a rhythm on the slicer attacks, because the moment you're just slightly off on your slicer attack, you're gonna take damage, and Bloody Mary hits like a truck.
Yeah,
So you need
that
to be
entire
very
fight.
careful to keep your rhythm during
That
that
entire
fight.
fight.
That was well done, Prof.
If he gets hit, he takes like damage. It's wild.
Yeah, she does. At that level, she does anywhere from like 60 to 80 damage. There's a high probability I take chip damage during the dungeon, and so in most cases, I am effectively going to get 2-shot.
Yeah,
The problem is the spinning orbs hit you, she hits you, the mask hits you, and trying to get around into your inventory to heal can be very difficult sometimes.
Yeah, the fact that the slicer attack gives you invincibility is so good.
That's probably the second hardest boss casually. It kind of depends on your on how you do with the final boss, but that boss is pretty notorious. and you could see the entire fight I was doing minimum damage.
Yep.
I don't do full damage on that boss, like actual more than what I was doing, until like level 24.
Level 24, 25 is where you actually do decent damage to Bloody Mary. If you're other than that, you're just not. You're just gonna
You
do
do
minimum
too
damage,
damage.
and it's a very long fight.
So coming up here, I'm going to save, and we are doing the first manipulation of this run.
Yo, shoutouts to RNG Manips.
So this upcoming fight is not very difficult, but it can waste a lot of time because it's similar to it's basically the fakes fight, except if you get the fake, you waste like 20 seconds. And we don't want to really lose, minutes because the game decides we're going to hit a bunch of fakes. It's pretty easy to do. All you have to do is make sure you move out of town fairly quickly. The way RNG advances in this is when NPCs move that is not scripted, it advances RNG. When Arc has his idle animation, it advances RNG. And when you take hits, deal hits, and then on some kills, it advances RNG. And we're going to use that to our advantage right now. So we're on a ship with the princess because Fina tells us, hey, go protect her. We find out that the princess actually killed the king, so she's not really welcome there anymore.
Shockingly.
Shout outs to this super hard manip. You stand on top of the princess, you hit the one on top, you stand on top of the princess, and you hit the one to the right. And then you stand on top of the princess, and guess what? You hit the one to the right. There you go.
Thank God.
That was super difficult manip.
Easy.
E.
Also, she talks to us now.
EA.
So we go back to sleep, even though we just slept at the inn, and then we just slept on the ship. We're gonna sleep again.
Dude, this guy's
can snooze her.
a champ. Doesn't randomly fall out of bed anymore either.
Spoilers. Sorry to make you a liar, Basement, but
God
you're a
dang
goddamn
it.
liar. Anyway, we sail across the ocean, and now we're in America again.
No!
Hell yeah.
God
Yeah.
dang.
Yeah, he felt way out of bed that time.
Man, this guy, Arkin, is never waking up properly or what?
Yeah, you can't do that. So I go and pick up a healing item there. It's just for safety. There are I'm full HP right now, but the next two dungeons I don't have a chance to heal. So it's kind of important because again I'm still using the starting armor, and enemies are going to keep the ability to two-shot me.
Yeah, this is...
Also, this is the coolest character in the game.
Hell yeah.
What?
Did you know for the low price of 10,000 bits, you too can tab?
What?
The really cool guy.
What?
He's on a skateboard. Look at that. Look at those flips.
This guy...
Dude, the guy, that kid is legit, man. Dude, he's doing flips. Like, come on.
What a legend.
Yeah, Pearl is a gamer. He is a god gamer.
An Omega gamer.
So small optimization. If you go in and out of that house, it forces him into his house early, and it lets you go a little bit faster. Also, apparently he leads a bunch of orphans. This is also very vitally important.
Dude, he's even wearing
his hat backwards. What a legend.
So that cutscene kind of sets up that he has a friend named Will, and his friend named Will is working on this invention. And what we know about Will is that Will is somewhere inside Great Lakes to the north, but we can't get in there yet because of reasons. But we're gonna go in and here. We're gonna kill these guys because we need these logs for plot stuff. We need 9 of them.
Taka?
Wait, what?
That's
How dare you
Nantaka.
accuse me of such a thing?
Dude, it's Nantaka. We have to kill Nantaka.
Well, I thought you were telling me I was worshipping Nantaka. Like, no. Why would I do that? I'm killing Nantaka. Heck, Nantaka. Well, we need 9 of these, and we only get 2 per clear, so we're gonna have to go in and out another
Few
3
more
times.
lines, yeah.
You know, type 1 if you like getting wood.
Yo, can someone type a bunch of 1s for me?
Type 1 if you like the podcast or
Yo, can someone type more 1s for me? Like, I can't type enough 1s myself. I will never have enough time. Oh no, I got my
Alright,
input
press
eaten.
time to finger on the keyboard for 10,000 hours of 1.
The good news about this dungeon is I don't actually have to worry about my health. I'm gonna get a refill. This is like a mini combat section. It's for how slow it can be. So I should have all 9 I need now, and then I get the hell out of here. Yo, thank you for the 1s in chat. And another point of things the game expects you to know is that this is actually a location. And this guy is trying to build a bridge. And you have to talk to this guy for every single log that you have in your inventory.
yeah, questionable design.
Questionable design, for sure. And then on that, you know he's done, so you leave, and then like people in this universe work fast. Fridge is already ready.
Amateur.
And can you just talk more? Please?
What do you want me to talk about?
I don't know, just anything. Sing to me.
I can't sing.
I
My
don't believe that.
entire gimmick is being monotone.
You know?
Alright, tell you what,
Right?
Okay. Let's get some fresh coffee pasta and
Okay,
chat.
yeah, no, this is an
And
excellent one.
during the next section, we have any read said coffee pastas.
I
Alright, I'm gonna find
excel
one.
at reading copy pastas.
I'm gonna find one real quick.
Oh, step there.
So what we're doing here while they're getting that ready is much later in the game you have to get these certain items. And unfortunately at that point in the game, there's no real good time for me to come get this one. And for whatever reason, the developers allow you to get it early. You are not supposed to know this is here or how to get it at this stage in the game. So it's a kind of nice little oversight on their part because it saves me a lot of time later. But I'm gonna grab some money first, and we're gonna go get a rock from a penguin.
Money.
Shoutouts to money.
Cash
So remember that
money.
flower I bought back at the Flower Grill? Well, there's this super cool penguin right here. I'm gonna give him the flower, and he's gonna give me a rock. And this is a 100% plot relevant item. Cannot complete the game without it.
Oh yes, the rock. Alright, you just let me know. I know the one.
All right, go ahead and do it. We got time.
Alright.
Oh yes, that is
What
perfect.
is
Fire
Twitch
it up.
Prime? I'm here to tell you. Twitch Prime is a service by which you can get one free subscription to any Twitch streamer of your choice per month. How does one gain access to such a wonderful service, you ask? Well, if you have an Amazon Prime subscription, simply link your Twitch account to your Amazon account, and you'll have Twitch Prime already, so you can subscribe to Void today.
Oh yeah.
Oh
what I'm-
yeah, that was amazing.
Inputs for not registering.
Sorry, dude.
Anyway,
That was so good.
we're in a new town, and we're gonna hang out with Malin at the Jesus statue.
Hell yeah.
Right.
Shout outs to
Actually,
TheGoodProfessor.
Jesus statue.
Yes, there's actually a Jesus statue,
Wow.
and
How did
she
that pass
confesses to us that
localization?
she loves us, but she doesn't want our answer until tonight. She wants to make sure it's dark at the Jesus statue.
Winky.
Winky.
Prof,
Eddie.
after this run, I need you to do Hyper Dutch Glow.
You need me to do what? You need me to what?
I need you
Hyper
to do
Omega
Hyper.
Dutch Glow, dude.
Oh, yes, dude.
That. I don't think the world's ready for that.
What if I told you it came with my voice? Then would you Hyper Omega Dutch Glow?
Maybe, probably.
Hell yeah.
Alright. I'm
So,
gonna step out for just a quick minute to go get hydrated. Don't do anything stupid. Winky? Question mark.
You got it, boss. So hey, look, it's our girlfriend. She's on the overworld. She came to say hi to us, and she met us at the Jesus statue that Maylin is gonna meet us at. Oh no. Also,
Wait,
it turns out it was all a lie. Maylin was trying to trick us, and she finds out we don't love her,
Heck.
and now she's mad at us.
I expected nothing and I'm still
Yeah.
disappointed.
But we ain't got time for that. So coming down here, this captain is like, hey, there's a bunch of monsters inside the mermaid tower, and I'm going to give my ship to anybody who can destroy all of them. And we're capable adventurers, and we want a ship to like sail the world on. So yeah, let's go do that. So this is a combat section. This area does have a boss. It's not really super difficult. I would say it's probably closest to the boss itself is kind of like the blind script, in that if you can keep the script, it's a very easy fight, and if you don't, then it can get out of hand, but you can actually get back on it. I'm just killing these enemies, so I have to do a little bit less grinding later. Yeah, we do unfortunately have 2 more grinds in this game, but thankfully they're not that long. This is Big Fish. Big Fish is actually a pretty easy boss. You just you have to bait him into getting close to you, and if you try to attack while he's not attacking, or he is too far away, he's gonna move like that. And what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to set him up so he can come close enough for me to hit him without any problem, but I got juked both times because of like bad positioning or bad RNG, and I didn't want to do that. So 1 extra round, kind of unfortunate, not really a great fight, but it's fine. Still full HP. Normally
Easy.
that should be a 3 round.
You wrecked his ass.
That fight's pretty frustrating casually because you don't really know how to control him. The key is if you want him to go down, you have to be higher than him, and if you want him to go up, you have to be lower than him when you attack. So earlier I mentioned we're looking for Pearl's buddy Will. He is inside of he's in Great Lakes. If you were to try to go to Great Lakes at that point in the story, what would happen is there would be a guy in front, and he would basically tell you, no, you can't come in. I'm waiting for my girlfriend to come here. She told me she was going to meet me here after her trip. And in a roundabout sort of way, you end up here, and the mermaid I just talked to was his girlfriend. It turns out she died at sea, and so she was reincarnated as a mermaid. and she gives us her wedding ring to give to him, so he doesn't have to wait anymore. And this guy gives us a ship. So now we can sail. Fortunately, there's no real like airship in this game. Most of your freedom just comes from having the ship itself. So it's a little slow at some points, but I mean, we'll take it. So we're gonna go show Dude Man his girlfriend's ring, and he's gonna let us past. Also, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be safe. PB or not, there's no. It'd be really sad if I lost 4 minutes having to run back here. So we're in Great Lakes. There's the guy. We're gonna give him the ring, and it turns out that this guy was actually dead the entire time too. Super sad, tragic story. Also, we're in Great Lakes now. This is probably the last hardest dungeon that I'm going to be in, and I hope that doesn't come back to bite me. And the reason this dungeon is hard is because those enemies right there, they can... shit. Not good. Actually, I'm going to do this another way. Okay. So that's bad because if I don't push him far enough over, I can get hit with the status effect that I have. It's called Toxic. It functions kind of similar to the way Poison and Toxic work in Pokemon games. Poison only deals damage to you while you are moving or doing something, and Toxic deals damage to you no matter what. So kind of unfortunate. I probably should have played that safer, but whatever, it's in the past. I have healing items now, and I'll just use it before I get to the scary point. Ooh. Usually that enemy does not move like that. Thankfully at 21, these enemies, these ones particular here, do not hit super hard, but any one of them can give me the Toxic ailment, so if I get it again, I'm gonna die. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm just going to die. Kind of a useless dungeon as far as items go. We only get an item that lets us dive, and we get an item that lets us swim against currents, and then we never use either one again.
Yep, the iron ball. Wait, was it how it was called in English?
Anchor ball, and then I don't remember what the other one is called.
Yeah, the anchor ball, that's it.
So we pick up this weapon. We're not going to use it right away. We're going to use it a little bit later. I don't know casually how you're supposed to know that you need to hit that wall with something to break it. I think the game just expects you to like figure it out. I'm gonna heal right here to be safe. This room I'm coming up into is called the Death Room, and there's a very good reason for that. And I didn't get killed, so good, nice run. Basically, it's called the Death Room because those eyeballs, if you hit them while their eyes closed, they not only do they like bounce you off, they repel you, and you get locked into the animation in which the flower can hit you with Toxic. And as I said earlier, if I get hit by Toxic again, I am dead. I have no items that can heal it. I'm just going to die.
If you had a word to describe how dead you were, what would you use?
I would be as dead as Hyrule is disbanded.
Oh.
Disintegrated.
So we're gonna grind here until level 14, or not 14, 24. And if we could, if it were possible, we would skip every other grind and come straight here, because this is like by far the most like efficient grind point that we can like get to early on. Thankfully, this one is not terribly long compared to the other one. But we want to read some dank copy pastas like what Amy just posted. Annie, would you
Oh
do the
my
honors?
god, Amy. You have no idea I'm good at this. In a world where King K. Rool is taken over, one frog will rise up to hop and frop for justice. Together with two smelly monkeys, this good frog will face cliffs, forest, snow-covered mountains, factories, and caves to overcome the Crumbling's rule. This summer, one frog will hop, swim, and croak to save his home. Winky. Only in theaters. Rated R.
I'm actually dead.
Yeah,
I told you inviting Annie to this call would be an amazing idea.
Croak.
Well, thankfully, we are coming up to the end of this, so we might have room. We have room for one more coffee pasta before the boss. Or maybe not. Oh no, I missed one. I bet you I'm gonna level up here. Damn. Thankfully, the last grind of the game is actually really short and not quite as brainless as this one is. This one's pretty damn brainless. Oh god.
Start countdown.
You could read that one, Annie.
That's a good one.
I have a tiny dick and even smaller balls. The balls are above the dick also. The balls hang down around the dick like the ears on a basset hound. The dick stinks, and I hate it. The balls do not smell, however. I also hate the balls, thank you.
Yo, thank you for that, Annie.
Thank you.
I had to add the artistic impression.
That's what I like to hear.
So
It was for the immersion.
it was good. It was good. So we're coming up to the end of this dungeon. This is Dragonite. And this fight's not terribly difficult, but it's very punishing if you make a mistake. Even at level 24, I still take like 80 damage from a hit. And there's an attack that the mini bosses can do, which prevents me from moving, where the only way I can get out of it is getting hit by the boss. So at low enough HP, if I get hit by that attack, I am probably going to die. So thankfully he's not going to do it anymore. But the fire attack that he does right there is the attack I was talking about. And these starfish could fall on your head. Damn, that was a good fight. The starfish will fall on your head and stun you, and then the only way to get them off is with the fire. But that was a very good fight. That was very, very fast. Usually it does not go that fast. So we find Will. And we get Will out of there. And he tells us he's trying to make a plane. But he doesn't have the metal to do it. Like, apparently there's some problem with getting, like, metal, the price of it and everything's too high. So, earlier we were told to go resurrect some genius. And Will is one such person, so we're gonna figure out what's up with the metal. But first we're gonna get some stuff. Because we have this nice fancy ship, and as you might, remember, we have not explored a fair amount of the world yet. But first, we're going to Africa. So a lot of this section is just getting the missing money we need for the next area. We need 6,660 gems for the item we want to buy. And it doesn't really make sense. Like, grinding can be kind of efficient depending on where you go, but unfortunately we don't really have access to any of those areas right now. So we're going to stop off on a couple of islands, we're going to pick up some money, and we're going to grab a key item, which the game does not tell you that this key item is here, by the way. You are just expected to find this, explore the world and find it, which at this point in the game, like for most RPG players, that's not something that's too out of logic for you to do, but all the same, it's kind of bad. Shoutouts to the last time we're gonna hear this music, by the way. It's a shame. This is the best track in the game.
Plot twist, every track in this game is the best track in the game.
Whoa! So, we just got the dash boots. This game also has dash boots, if you didn't know. And they make you go fast. Also, we're in China, so shoutouts to the second best music in this game.
Who the hell's Claude?
Can I, where's basement with the Claude coffee pasta?
Grâce à physique, Claudius.
That's quite the question.
Tabarnak.
This just went 0 to 100 real fast.
It's usually how it goes when Claude's mentioned.
Yeah. Lore Master Claude.
Cloud!
Claude Tabarnak.
Alors reviens ici!
Plot update is,
Claude Strife,
we're in
yes.
China.
Thanks, Pidge.
You agreed.
How is it that I never thought of that?
Some would say, Annie, you're not a bright man, but you have the voice of the gods.
God damn it.
I guess
A dumb smart person, yeah, pretty much. But the
plot
dumbest
update.
smart person is Pidge.
Oh yeah. That's the way it be.
That's how it goes sometimes. It'd be like that.
But I'd rather be meme-tarded and learn things on the late. No, I didn't say anything about you. I said something about me. I'm the one that's meme-tarded. I'm the one that doesn't know anything about shit.
Pidge, I simply said you're the dumbest smart person we all know.
Which is my line, but that's fine.
This cutscene here is another one of those cases where it's really important that you pick the right option. If you pick the wrong option, you have to watch this entire thing over again. And as you might imagine, it's very slow and very bad, and we don't want to do that.
Yeah. Cutscenes, check W.
Cutscenes, kick W. But this is Vida's dream. She's basically reliving the moment she killed the princess's parents because, of course, it was her that did it. And she needs some support, some rousing, motivational, words from us. It's also important. 5 text boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bottom option. And now you can breathe and stop clenching. It's okay.
You did it.
We did it, gamers.
Nice.
Prof,
Yes, sir.
may I unclench?
Yes, you may.
Thank you.
Gamer.
So we are going to set it for the second manipulation. This one is, again, one of like pure convenience, because the RNG here is it can be very punishing. And it's probably, I mean, it's not a stretch to say by anybody who's played this game that it's the worst section in the game. It's a stealth section where, in a game that you are not really built to be stealthy. So there are guards that are going to try to catch us with their lights. And if they catch you, they kick you back to the start of the dungeon. The problem is that 3 of the guards are completely RNG, and they stand 100% in your path. So the game basically decides, hey, all right, you're not getting through here, or hey, you're going to get through here. And we want to avoid that. So this is going to look a little scary, but don't worry. It's all according to plan. Unless I get caught, in which case it's not according to plan. It's very bad.
So yeah, there are 2 ways this goes. Either he gets the manip route first try, or he doesn't. You really hope it's the first one.
Yeah, so running into the wall there to open up that door. Yeah, that's another one of those, hey, there's a thing you gotta do, but we're not gonna tell you that you have to do it. We're just gonna be like, drop hints that there are secret doors.
It's a 50-50 chance.
Thankfully, the first part of the manip is the hardest, because once I'm down here, the RNG isn't advancing, so I could take my time doing all of this. I just have to make sure that I move efficiently during the second part, and then it's free from there. But the movement's kind of precise. You can't move straight up, you can't move upright. You have to move up a bit, then run straight right, and then go up and around the pillar, which has a deceptively big hitbox.
Yeah, everything's fine as long as you don't break the manip.
Yeah, the princess did not die. So basically what happened is, this guy here in the front, he is the owner of the castle, and he's the reason the prices on metal are so high. He kidnapped the princess, and he wants her to tell him about the treasure that's in her village. And as a side effect of it, both Royd and Maylin are here, and Maylin works for him. So she trips us, or tricks us into looking at that and locks us in that cell, basically so we die. So now she's still mad at us about the whole thing that we don't love her or something. I don't know. She's being kind of a little girl about it.
Extreme jealousy or something.
It's like. But like I said, the girl that was sleeping in the bed that was having nightmares is Fida, and so she comes to help us out. And now we are safe.
Congrats on being safe.
Neat.
It's like almost like the plot just works out that way. Also, we do intentionally get caught there because it's faster to go where we need to go. Second part of the manip, this guard is a real fucking asshole if he's not manipped. Like, there's nothing you can do if he decides to catch you. He's just gonna catch you.
Yeah, he's in a real good spot.
But thankfully, after this point, it's free now. There's literally nothing else I can do. I can't fail this unless I try. Also, it turns out the princess is here in the library.
Who could have foreseen this?
Except, it's not true.
Who could have foreseen this?
So this cutscene kind of goes into a bit into the way Ark feels, because at this point he has the dark version of Elle and the light version of Elle, because it turns out they have the same name. They are functionally the same person. Both of them exist, and he cares for both of them. So it's kind of like, hey, there's not just her anymore. But thankfully, Fida snaps us out of our little trance right there, and we get this really dank cutscene with Maylin. And she
out,
basically says, if I can't have him, nobody can.
Whoa.
So she's being like a little girl about it. And then she gets slapped. Fucking wrecked.
Absolutely destroyed.
Destroyed.
How can he slap?
Bitch slapped.
The bitchiest of slaps. So we're trying to leave, and we notice the door is closed. Well, it turns out that not only are the two of us a thorn in a dude's side, but Maylin is expendable. And so
Ooh.
basically says, yeah, you're all gonna die in here.
That's a damn shame.
That is a damn shame.
It is a damn shame. The fuck?
But if you remember, a certain somebody, literally the coolest character in this game,
Yo, I can't believe it.
fucking shows up out of nowhere on his fucking skateboard and just kicks a hole in the wall.
Oh,
Hell,
Whoa, dude, that's so cool!
whoa, dude.
He is literally a god gamer.
He actually just kickflipped the entire wall down.
Unchained Flex God.
Unchained.
Literally the Unchained Flex God. Anyway, Dragon Castle Manip is basically over now, so there's not much really through here. There's a secret here. You're supposed to throw some of these pots at these candles to get it open, and then you get the hell out. Contrary to popular belief, the double hit there is actually kind of hard to do fast. It took me a long time to finally get that down.
Terranigma, madame, the dinner has arrived, so I shall be making my goodbyes. Thank you so much, everybody.
Rolling
Happy
out.
run, prof.
you're rolling out.
Rolling
Void,
out.
Marc. C'est un plaisir. Merci beaucoup.
Bye, man.
Take it easy, guys.
Merci beaucoup. Have a nice one, dude.
Catch you on the flip side.
Later, enemy.
Rolling out.
Thanks for hanging out.
Thanks, dude. Cheers.
I miss
So, we collect the princess. Royd and Fido are gonna have a fight, and we're gonna leave because, you know, I ain't got time for that bullshit. Except they're not really gonna fight because they're gonna talk it out with their words.
What? People do that?
Yes, apparently that is a thing people do.
Man.
Hello?
And they're gonna talk it out, and now they're best friends.
Hello?
Fun fact about this room, if you go into this room too fast, you will soft lock the game.
Oh,
Which is why I went kind of slow there. Because I
Oh.
don't want to soft lock the game. Also, fun fact, Royd right here is now our friend, even though he was our enemy like 20 seconds ago. And he's gonna kill the dude because I don't know, he does that.
It just be like that sometimes, man.
Yeah.
Last fun fact about this level is that first hole right there on the floor isn't actually a hole.
oh.
Winky! I actually don't remember much of Royd's actual story. I know he comes off like a smug douchebag when you first meet him, but he has like honors and principles and stuff, so he's all right.
He's all right, I guess.
I can't believe he came to save us again.
And that's Dragon Castle Manip, everybody. That was pretty good. It was a pretty solid way through there. So now that we have addressed the reason why metal is so high, we're going to go back to see Will, and he's going to make us this super awesome invention. And we're going to see another example about how dedicated and hardworking the people of this fair world are.
Okay.
Like, how long do you think it usually takes someone to build an entire airstrip
That's
Couple of months.
10 minutes.
10
Alright.
minutes, couple months.
Supernova. How do you do that on accident?
Oh no, I went too high.
Nova exposing himself,
Ha-
doxing himself.
I am stunned that that is a thing that you could ever do, not on purpose.
Winky!
Winky.
Also, so in the time it took us to get in town and leave, now we have an airstrip.
What?
And we get to fly a plane.
Blessed.
Absolutely true.
Yo, so you get your airship now, as
Yo,
per
that-
tradition for RPGs.
Unfortunately, I can only get on it and land it on airstrips, so it's kind of not great. I only use it twice.
Ugh.
Also, we're in Russia.
Bep comrade.
Bep comrade.
Yep, comrade. Also, this guy rips you off like a lot for the items here, and I wonder why. Apparently, the people at Quintet do not like Russia.
That's a damn shame.
Also, you get to hear a real banger right now. So I buy armor from that area, and it's called the red armor. And what it does is it actually lowers your maximum HP. It lowers your defense compared to like similar armor you might have already picked up by this point, but it also gives you strength.
It's still more defense than we have.
Yeah. So what we want to do here,
For like 2 hours.
we want to equip the Geo Rod first because these enemies are electrical in affinity, so it'll deal more damage to them. We're going to equip the red armor, which is going to drop our HP back down to 139. And then we're going to use a bone pin to leave because it's faster than walking out of the area we just came to. It's technically an upgrade, but it's going to be very dangerous later on because enemies are going to start hitting crazy hard, and I'm not going to break 200 HP.
Yeah, that's gonna come up in the final boss in particular.
Yeah, it's pretty important for the final boss. Hopefully we won't see it, but it's possible.
He can have his way if he's feeling spicy.
So we're going through some vents here. We're going to open up the various floors of this elevator, and at the bottom most is where we want to go, so we have to flip 2 more switches. And we're going to try to kill these enemies because these enemies give good experience, and they're not particularly difficult to kill. So, that being said, we are coming up on our final level grind of the game. We're never going to have to level grind again after this. The remainder of our levels will come just through incidental kills. Through the end.
West.
It's fairly important here, if you can, to get those double hits on these guys because you can tell it saves quite a bit of time for me having to hit them after the fact. We're gonna go here until level 26.
Oh yeah. I miss the grind.
It can be a good idea. Oh, that's unfortunate. I got low rolled twice. That usually doesn't happen.
Alright. So while we're here,
Hell yeah, let's get some gamer stuff going on.
How
Like
is-
donations.
how is everybody in the chat feeling about V0oidathon so far? We get some nice Void W's if you've been having fun. Yo, clean is also acceptable.
In type 1. For
I
this
think one
fresh
is always
ass, Terranigma running by Frog.
Look at all these rolling deep people. These fly beautiful as fuck people in this chat right now.
Insane. And it's only day 2.
It's only day 2.
Day 2,
Day
by the
2, by
way.
the way.
There are so many dank runs coming up after this. I can hardly believe it.
Oh yeah.
And it works out perfectly that way, by the way.
Day 1 and 2.
So level 26, we can get the hell out of here now.
Yo, rolling out.
Rolling out.
Roll it out.
I am going to try to go a little bit out of my way for some kills. Because I want to be level 28 before the final boss. But if I get to certain thresholds and I level up at certain points, that's going to dictate how many extra enemies I kill. This is a good point where you would kind of want to keep track of how many kills you get.
Yeah, this is where it gets a little weird.
So, the boss of this area is also a very notoriously difficult boss, and it's due to the nature of his attacks. Normally, when I do chain slicers, like what I was doing earlier, what I will do is I will actually just hold the run button, and I will press the direction I want to go and then press the attack button. And I'll time it so that I can just keep doing it, but I never let go of the Y button. Unfortunately, on this boss, that's not a possibility.
Yeah.
This boss has random text boxes that appear during the fight, and every time a random text box appears, it actually tricks the game into thinking you are no longer pressing Y. So I will not do a slicer, and I will do a stab attack, and I will get myself dead really quickly.
Yeah, that's a big problem.
So what we're doing is every single time you see me do the slicer on this boss, it's going to be me manually pressing the button combination every single time. And to do it fast, fast enough to get a 1 cycle on this boss is pretty tight. It's not something you get terribly often. It's a little damage roll specific too, but I also equipped the Neofang again here because it's my only neutral weapon, and this boss is highly resistant to ground. And so I'll actually deal less damage even though I'm dropping 30 strength to use this weapon.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna concentrate a bit. This fight's pretty short, but it's kind of intense. So
Yeah,
I'll
if
see you
it
guys
goes
on the other
well,
side.
if it goes well, it's gonna be over real fast. All right, let's see. So yeah, slicering back and forth between the legs like this, both for the iframes and because, like you can see, it does a lot of damage.
One cycle, by the way.
Easy game.
Nice. Good.
Easy game.
Easy game.
So
Easy
you'll notice
game
there,
or Omega Gamer right now on the wheels?
So you saw there when I did the stab attack instead of a slicer, that was the game interrupting my key press, like at the very moment I pressed it. And you can see why that's kind of monk-ass. That boss does about 80-90 damage per hit, and the missile dropping attack will hit me with burn, which means I'm very extremely likely to get hit again if I get burned, and then I'm just dead.
Your iframe, you're not iframed, you're
You have no
from
iframes.
1,000 years.
Also, this is Baruga. He is the last genius we have to save. And he's also a little bit of a... He's also kind of mad. So his goal is he wants to cleanse the world and only take those of like pure genes.
Oh, so
he's
he's Hitler.
Yeah, basically.
I
That
don't
sucks.
know about that one.
Also, we're dead.
Oh, again?
No.
Sheldon, this is pretty likely to PB. I mean, it's not like it's unlikely to PP, or like my estimate would have PB'd technically, but that was like 9 months ago of skill, so like it doesn't really count. That would be like me getting a 2-hour DKC2 run, and then coming back a year later practicing and saying, "Hey, this is on PB pace."
Whoa.
It's not super impressive.
PB is a PB.
I just wish I can get a bird ground, like a real one, or one I almost like. I kind of wonder how good the bird grind would have been if I actually did it at level 12.
It actually went really well.
So we're dead, and the elder is telling us, "You have done your job. Good work. You can rest now. Don't just give up. It's cool."
What?
Yeah,
I
it
don't
turns
know
out
about
the elder's a baddie. Who would have guessed?
that.
Winky. But thankfully, our good friends in Tibet are going to call us back to life because I guess that's a thing he can do.
I guess Tibet owns the Dragon Balls.
I guess so.
It makes sense to me.
So hey, we're not dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
Poggers.
Poggers, dude.
You ever just not been dead?
Sadly, no.
So this point of the game is like a giant scavenger hunt, almost. You know that rock I got way earlier from the penguin?
I do remember that.
Yeah, this is the point where you're actually supposed to get that rock. But we already have it, so we're not gonna go back there and get it again. We are gonna collect the rest of the rocks though, and it's kind of, the game gives you hints at like where these things might be, but you're largely left to figure it out for yourself. Like they tell you, hey, there's a rock in a desert, somewhere, and that's supposed to tell you to come over here to this hidden location because, yeah, great game design.
Rock.
So a fun fact about this guy here, this is a human that came out to this desert and died, and the game tells you right here that the rock that Liam picks up way back when against the mud doll is the rock that you just pick up right there. So they are one in this.
No.
Are we dying?
So we're it's a little bit of dying.
Oh no. Past that, you come over here, and this place is called Suncoast. There's another rock. Because apparently this dude just chilling up the top of this mountain has a rock for some whatever the fuck reason.
Alas.
The man just likes his rocks.
I like
Yeah.
rock.
Mountains are nice. By the way.
By the way.
By the BTW.
By the BTW way. So we get our third rock. We only need 2 more to do what we need to do. And then these ones are going to be an actual dungeon. Actually, like, stuff going on just now, or about to be stuff going down. So you saw in that that cutscene earlier that he assaulted some town with like a chemical bomb and killed mostly everybody. Well, that was Japan.
Oh,
Yeah, they didn't really They didn't really hide it. They made that pretty obvious.
That's
So anyway, we come here and we go to the police station. We hear that there's some kind of distress call being sent out, and it turns out there's this little girl that survived, and we're gonna go save her because we're kind people. That's what we do.
better save her or do something.
So kind.
Trying. It's hard, man. See, town's all destroyed. Fun, something about this, there's actually a town here you can visit earlier in the game, and there's several magic rocks that are in this town that are impossible to get once you progress the story too far.
Awesome.
So in the 100% speedrun, we actually visit this place twice.
Absolutely epic.
Oh shit, that reminds me. Almost forgot to put my weapon back on. That would have been kind of bad.
Just a little bit.
That would have been suspect.
These guys here are super dangerous. They can aim with their range attack, and they shoot bullets. Not like fake bullets, which travel across the screen, but the hit scan kind of bullets. So that's a pretty scary area. But I do kind of need their experience.
Oh God.
But we're trying to find a key because the door to the north of us was locked. Because of course it is. Why wouldn't it be locked in a sewer?
I always lock my sewers.
Can't believe Mad Mark is dead.
Again?
Dedicated, dude.
Well. Are you gonna go to Tibet to resurrect him?
I hope so.
I hope so. So you see, hit scan. Oh god, that was terrifying. I thought it was dead.
Nice
That was
level up.
that was so terrifying.
Nice level up, dude.
This part's also really terrifying, like casually, because like these guys just kind of skate around you. They can't hit you, and you think they're just gonna like show up as soon as you gain control back and hit you, but they don't, thankfully. Also, if you wanted to do a reload, it would be a good time. Because I'm just kind of running through this stuff. So there's a lion, and the lion's gonna eat the little girl, and that's not good. We don't want that.
Well, shit.
We like little girls, and we also like lions. But you know, if we have to pick, we're gonna pick the little girl. Oh god, I'm dead. I'm actually dead, by the way.
Oh, you're actually dead.
I am actually dead. I am actually truly 100% dead. That's not even a joke. Or maybe not. Nope. Oh god, I think I made it. Holy shit. I think I made it. I think I made it. Oh my god, I'm not dead. That's amazing.
Hog.
Alright,
When that countdown hits 0, you die. By the way. And the only way to clear it here is to get to a non-combat area.
Okay.
And I had no idea if it qualified as a non-combat area or not. Anyway, so the lion stops wanting to eat the girl. It turns out this lion is our buddy Liam, but he's all grown up now.
Yo, hi, Liam.
Hi, Liam.
So the little girl gives us the her star stone, and that means that is star stone number 4. I'm gonna use another bone pin because I don't really want to walk out of this dungeon. This dungeon's kind of scary. By kind of scary, I mean it's very scary.
Yeah, I can see that from the sentence, "Oh God, I'm dead."
Remember when Prof almost died and then he didn't?
Like 1 second left.
I'm gonna tell you in all honesty, that is probably the most clutch thing I've ever done in this game. I have no idea how I got through there okay. Like, so many things had to go right for me to get through there in time. Oh, what the fuck am I doing? I just wasted a lot of time, by the way, because I don't really know what I was thinking. For some reason, I thought I was going back to Russia. I'm not going to Russia. I'm going to South America.
The reverse clutch.
I mean, we're still saving more time than I would have lost if I died. So, this is okay.
This is fine.
This is fine. Also, there's a shrine in the middle of nowhere, and doing what any gamer would do, we're going to drink from random glasses that are just sitting in the middle of nowhere.
Cool.
Because that seems like a good idea.
Yeah.
And, yeah, we're dead. Again.
Bro,
We do die a lot in this game, I'm sorry.
how often are we gonna die?
At least one more time.
At least 2 trillion times.
Hey, look, he's alive.
Hey, he's alive again.
But, this dungeon calls way back to, like, something you would have done, you know, at the beginning of the game. No real indication you have to do this, but, I mean, it kind of makes sense when you look at it.
Hyper Yobby, by the way.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
The dungeon's pretty straightforward. There's not really too much to talk about. It's just getting through, killing enemies. You want to hit them with these attacks because they have a pretty high chance to die to them. And like I said, we still do want experience. We don't really absolutely vitally need it, but we do want it. That's unfortunate. I'm gonna take a safe option here. Come on, fuck you, let me through. I think I attacked a little bit too soon there. But that enemy, if he hits you with like open and repels you enough, you can die right there. You can get juggled pretty easily. So I was trying to fish for him to open the eye so I can just get past, but it didn't work out that way. Thankfully, it doesn't really matter from here on out. If you don't care about lore, this is a really good chance to take a break, because we're going to enter into about 10 minutes of cutscene bullshit.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, it's like 10 minutes straight.
An extremely long cutscene here. Long cutscene here.
Alright.
So get some water. Go,
Reading our night.
stay hydrated. Do some gamer stuff. Hell yeah, let's go.
Alright. Mr. TheGoodProfessor _ please
No
explain
longer
to me
underscore.
what happened.
Up until this point, you drink from the goblet there, and you kind of fall into a dream. And in this dream, you come to the end tier and you see the Princess L, and she is, the dialogue says she's been down here for a year. And drinking one of these is supposed to, like, do something really good for you. But I don't remember the exact reason that Royd and Fida end up getting killed right there, but it's like some metaphysical kind of stuff. So we wake up and there's suddenly a starstone sitting in that chest, and with that we're out.
Of course there is.
And so now we have collected the 5 starstones, and legend says that the hero's grave rests at the bottom of the earth. And wouldn't you know about them legends?
Imagine.
Sounds easy enough to get to.
It actually is. Also, don't ask me why there's like a bunch of ice, but there's a graveyard in a desert here, because there just is.
Okay.
Okay. What?
Yeah, that's
That's not
So- It's not how climates work? Yeah, I know.
That's not how it works.
So we take our 5 star stones and we're gonna put them inside of these skulls. Don't worry about the fact that there are 2 lights in each skull. And we only have 5. It's fine. But so this whole sequence here, as you kind of piece together, like so far, there's a dark L and there's a light L. There's a dark version of Krista and there's a light version of Krista. They both exist simultaneously because they're 2 separate worlds. But you might wondering, well, where is the light version of Ark? So it turns out that the light version of Ark, and namely this entire graveyard, is full of the heroes. Like, light version of Ark was killed a long time ago and is the light hero. But every single one of these graves is also like a reincarnation of the light hero. And what happens here is, because you were born in hell, you are the dark version of Ark. And the spirit of light Ark combines with you, the dark Ark. And supposedly this is what creates the true hero. Because you are actually one, you are combined, you are one. You are no longer separated. But it comes with a catch. You are dead. Again.
Again?
And through this, we actually we are reincarnated as a child. And through, I don't think it goes into exactly why Princess L ends up with Baby Ark, but she does. So we are living in the light version of Krista right now with Princess L as a baby.
Again?
Again. Also, shout out to that crying sound effect. Top tier.
Baby rage.
Yeah,
Baby
about that.
This
Uh-oh.
this game took some turns.
Don't worry, Basement, there's still more plot. We're not even done with the plot yet.
Baby.
So, you see Princess L in the room, and then you see the Dark L. And unlike every other time we have seen her in the overworld, this is the real thing. And, you know how the Elder said, you've done your job, you can go ahead and die now? It's okay? Well, we didn't do that. And, the Elder has sent the Dark L up here to kill us.
That's okay.
And she doesn't know that we're, she just like, I don't know how she can't know. The hair's a dead giveaway, but whatever. I don't know, maybe she needs glasses. So now we have both existing in the same space at the same time, and one of them's trying to kill us.
And
Thankfully, this is not a, we don't have to play as an EL, thankfully. Because I can't imagine walking that slowly. Oh no, confrontation. Also, speaking of stuff going on, I'll explain this when I get back. This is my last input break for the run, so I'm going to get and use the bathroom really quick while this plays. If Mark wants to explain what's going on, we can do that. Otherwise, I'll do it when I get back. So, be back in a minute.
I'm doing my best to try to comprehend what I'm going. Winky!
Burn your lore update.
Burn your lore update.
What about me now, JP? No, I'm not dead.
Dead. Stop being dead.
I'm just lurking and jerking, dude. Hello? That's the whole goal of this fucking marathon.
I can't, dude. Winky has been. He's been through a lot. This guy's been on a strange journey. First he was in hell. He went down a hole, then he was dead. He watched a goat mom eat her husband.
Alright, gamers. So, do we get any lore, or do we need lore?
No, I don't know what's going on, dude.
Okay, so what
You're gonna
happened
have to
there
help
is,
me out.
basically what happened here was, you know our Tibetan friend? We lost the ability to talk to plants and animals when we resurrected humans. And what he did was to foster our growth as the true hero. He connected us with everybody that we helped. So we spoke to the raw tree, we spoke to Liam, we spoke to the kingbird, and we spoke to the Tibetan guy. And now we're like reincarnated fully.
Yo,
So naturally, the princess, or our girlfriend, she decided, you know, she's gonna run away because she almost killed us. And then we found out that our buddy Yomi is not actually our buddy, and he's gonna try to kill us now.
God dang it.
Plot twist. But get your cry emotes ready, boys. Shit's about to go down.
Oh shit.
Winky. Winky. I wish it didn't have to be this way. But it is.
No.
Don't do it.
Her girlfriend is dead.
I can't believe Dark Girlfriend is dead. Ark does a little monologuing there about like why he started this journey in the first place, and he wonders what would happen if he had never like opened the box in the first place. And needless to say, he's actually kind of pissed right now. I don't really remember. Say again?
None of this would have happened if you didn't open the goddamn box.
Didn't have to open the goddamn box. But
All you had to do is not open the damn box.
But you notice now there's also a box down here where there wasn't before. Well, there was a dark box, and now there is a light box. Can you guess what's in the light box?
Who
Okay,
knows?
give it to me. Hey, look, it's our buddy. He's back.
What?
Well, it's okay. He's not evil anymore because he's the light version.
Okay. I'll roll with it.
He also gives us the best weapon and quote-unquote the best armor in the game. I say best because it like gives you a lot of this, but it doesn't give me strength, and so...
Why would you ever
Scoff.
want that?
Scoff. Like I would be caught dead using that shit.
The hero spear
Imagine.
and the hero armor. There you go.
Imagine.
Alright, fam, though. Thankfully, we are done. We are out of cutscene hell, for the most part. We have to listen to Million's grandpa tell us where they are and how they're going to confront Veruga, and then we're gonna do gamer things.
Frickin' Baruga.
Frickin' Veruga.
None of this would have happened if he didn't electrocute us.
I know, right? So, not the last menu of the game, but the last equipment swap of the game, we're going to put on the speed boots. We're going to equip the hero pike. And we are going to use a bone pin, and this is our last bone pin of the run. So there's actually only about, there's not too long left, maybe about 10-12 minutes worth. So now we do lots of damage, and we are gaming unbelievably hard. But
Did somebody
Veruga's,
say unbelievably hard?
Oh,
No, what
Yes,
else is
I
unbelievably
wasn't-
hard?
I wasn't until you got here.
Got them.
Alright, we are, in fact, almost at the end of the video game.
Also, we're still going to Russia because, like, apparently one lab in Russia isn't good enough. He needs two.
Spasiba.
At your service.
You're welcome back, Annie.
Hell yeah,
I
thanks,
missed
dude.
the thing. This is so sad.
Ah, come on!
Anyway, final dungeon coming up. There's not really too much to talk about. It's pretty much, it's more like a showcase of like all the characters and how they're ultimately going to help you, rather than like anything new or exciting. There's no items. There's nothing really going on. You get given an item as part of the story because you have to plant some bombs, but it's like, it's super like easy shit.
Yo, why can't Skateboard Guy just go in and kick his ass? Like, come on.
Dude, Skateboard Guy is going to kick so much ass in like 2 minutes.
I bet you he wouldn't have gotten electrocuted.
Oh, feels bad, man.
I bet you
I can't believe
he's rock hard.
Skateboard Guy's better than me.
I can. He has a skateboard.
So, Maylin goes first, and she shuts off the security cameras and, like, distracts these robots or something. I'm not really sure how, like, mind powers affect robots, but sure.
Listen.
We'll deal with it. Also, a Skateboard Guy. Skateboard Guy being a real gamer right now.
Shouts to Skateboard Guy.
What a
You don't
legend.
get to see what he does. You just hear the results of his actions. Apparently,
What a
he's like,
legend.
he fucks stuff up.
I'm seeing a lot of everybody telling you all the great things that they just did. And
I mean, why would I doubt Skateboard Guy?
you know, I wouldn't. You're here for the heck Ramby? We already hecked Ramby.
Yeah, you missed the heck, Ramby. Sorry. Funny thing about that control panel is that it's actually kind of weird on the hitbox. Like, even though it looks like I was touching it, I wasn't. It's kind of big feels bad, man.
What an excellent, excellent game.
Dude, this game is excellent.
This game owns. Like, no, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It has some questionable features, but it's, Wait. Hey, did you just say this game fucks?
Yeah.
Also, shoutouts to 1000, over 1000 damage. You don't see that very often.
Damn.
God damn. Oh, baby.
Oh, baby.
Oh, baby.
Shoutouts to Royd's theme. It is the second to last time you're going to hear it, so remember it well, friends. It's a pretty banging theme. And now it's gone. Feels bad.
Dang, I miss it already.
Yo, big same. These robots are super scary. They deal a lot of damage if they hit you, and they also have like those hit stand attacks. So I need to be kind of careful when I go up near them. I'm trying to still get the experience because like they do give a good amount of experience, but I'm not going to be super aggressive about it if I'm like getting in a bad spot. Oh shit. Damn it. Talked to the wrong one. Also, we're on an airship, by the way. I didn't say there were no airships in this game. I just said we didn't get an airship.
Dude, of course, friggin' Baruga gets an airship.
Yeah, I mean, we got a plane. It's not nothing.
think this is actually one of my favorite designs, like for a dungeon. Like the above, like out of the like on the deck and everything, they actually look really good. Like the sprite work. But we're running around the ship planning the 7 bombs that we have. And I'm trying to get some kills on while I do this. Because like I said, I do need to be level 28 for the final boss. And if I kept my count right, I should be coming up on that, I believe, on the way back from the middle path I just took with the robots. And then I could skip the rest of the fights. There it is.
Because the final boss, oh boy, is something else.
If everything goes according to plan, we will not see any of the cancer stuff that the final boss does. If it doesn't, then, yeah.
If everything goes according to plan, he will be on screen for a very, very short amount of time.
And this is good, of course.
This is good, of course.
This is very good, of course. This fight is big Monka-S if it's not being manipulated. And arguably, like, in my opinion, this is the hardest boss in the run. Not just because it's, like, you have to learn, make the boss do what you need him to do. But if you are under a certain level, and you are very likely to be under this level casually, the boss is going to fucking wreck you.
Oh yeah. He can one-shot you, which is awesome.
Yeah, that health potion I picked up way back when, I did that just so the boss only has a 25% chance to one-shot me with an attack instead of a 50% chance. That's legitimately the only reason I picked that up.
Yo.
Seems reasonable.
Ouch. But when the 25% happen more often than the 50% makes you think.
Yeah, I mean, the one-shot still happens pretty often.
Yeah.
So, we explode all the computers, and now the ship's gonna crash. And so now we're gonna confront Peruga, who's just chilling out here in the back for some reason. But he says, haha, you guys are stupid, because you guys are going to go down with the ship. I have rocket boots, so I'm gonna be safe.
What a troll!
Smell you later, nerds. But then, for some reason, his propeller back here starts to go fast, and I guess he didn't think to use his rocket boots to get away from it.
Debated.
Rip Peruga.
Well,
Well, see ya, nerd.
See you.
But there's still the problem that our ship is going to crash, and there's no way for us to get down. But wait, there's a stork. Or a bird.
Yes!
Because I don't know. But it can only carry one person. And so, I mean, I would say Winky over myself.
Absolutely.
For having such a name as Winky? Hell.
Well, I guess we're just gonna let them die.
So I get some F's in the chat for our dear departed friends.
Guess I'll die.
Or some
I'll
Beb
die.
comrades.
Yo, Beb comrade.
their sacrifice will not be in vain.
Wait, who died again?
Phytoembroid. They exploded with the airship.
Glorious.
All right. So I'm gonna try to explain as much of this as I can before I get into it. It's not very long, but there's a lot to explain, and I actually do need to focus like super hard on this. This minute is very difficult. It's very tight. Even a slight mistake will put it off, and that's going to be very monk-esque for me because I'm not really built to survive attacks.
Yeah. So
What I'm going to do first, I'm going to come here. Oh, I don't have enough. 420, by the way.
yo,
420.
I am going to buy those healing items, just in case. It is a very good idea to do so. And if I drop it, I will explain why. So, final manipulation is against the final boss. Casually, this boss is, like I said, probably the most difficult in the game, at least as far as I'm concerned. And there's 2 phases to it. The first phase is pretty easy to pull off. You just have to, like, do certain inputs. The second phase is a lot more difficult because you have to time your hits, you have to move in certain ways, and you have to dodge attacks. And that all has to be done on manip.
Yeah.
So,
Prof is blesses.
we go back to the underworld. We already know the Elder's evil, and we're gonna go fight him. But it turns out the Elder is like the dark god of the underworld, Dark Gaia. Basically, kind of similar to the appearance in like Illusion of Gaia.
Yep.
Man, so
But,
the guy you see at the very beginning of the game is the final boss?
Hell yeah!
Unreal. I've never seen that
Yep.
before.
So, when I get through the stair section here, that's when I'm going to need stuff. But what's going to happen here is I'm going to wait. I'm not going to go idle because idle animation advances RNG. I'm going to do some text box skips, and I'm going to wait for a certain visual cue, and then I'm going to do a third one, or a 6th one rather. What happens is the boss is going to start with an attack that I can reflect into him, which lets me actually damage the boss. And then I'm going to try to hit the boss 4 times. I need to kill the boss in 4 hits. That way what happens is I'm in it for the next part. If it's 5 hits, then I don't have a problem just yet, but it's a little bit harder to do. The second phase is going to require me to do certain amounts of hits, and I need to see certain attacks from the boss. And that's how I know I'm on it. All right, gentlemen. Wish me luck. I will see you all on the other side.
All right.
Good luck, gamer.
Good luck. You got this.
If everything goes according to plan, this is going to be completely manipulated, and the boss is just going to do the things that Prof wants him to do, and it's going to just die.
Die, red
If
die.
not, things get scary.
Alright.
Alright, so we got the reflect. Okay.
I moved too far up in time, so it's off right now. But we're gonna see the fight, see what happens. This is why you want to manipulate this. This can take quite a while to do.
Yeah, now he's trolling.
I barely missed the kill. I got some low rolls, but that's because I was off to begin with.
Well, now we have to fight phase 2 as an actual fight.
Yeah, I kind of want to yellow it.
And this is where the monk ass begins, right?
Yeah, this is where it gets spooky.
Okay.
So phase 2 has a lot of attacks, and it also likes to move.
But you get to see the fight, so you don't get to see the cool part of the minute, but you get to see the fight. So he has that laser attack. That's the attack that will one-shot me.
Yeah,
If it has a 25 like that. Jeez, man, that was really bad. He was not playing around. All right, we're gonna try this again. But this time I'm gonna do it right.
Yikes.
Ouch.
Heck.
Did anyone feel something? I'm just teasing, Prof.
It's okay. It'd be like that. But now that the nerves are gone, it doesn't. It'll be a lot easier.
Yo, hell yeah, gamer.
So yeah, that's what happens if you don't break manip. He can delete you off the screen very, very fast.
He can't delete you.
That laser attack does up to 196 damage.
Which,
And I have...
it is 2 more HP than you have.
Or it is 194. It either deals exact my health, or it does like 1 or 2 damage more than my max HP. Oh, Zaytok's right, it's 210. I think the way it does, I think actually what happens is if I don't get the strength potion, I have exactly as much health as one of the rolls deals. And so that's why I have the 50% chance to die. Also, there are doggos. I apologize for doggos.
Franker's 8.
I apologize also for going overestimate. I was not planning on that happening.
Hey, you wouldn't have been overestimate if you got the first try manip, so it's like...
I mean, it was my fault, so... I can't blame it on anything but myself. I just, I did one extra attack that I shouldn't have done, because I zoned out.
Well,
But now that that's done, I'm not going to bother, like, meeting again.
I guess Prof is banned.
This is fine.
Can't believe I'm banned from V0oidathon. This is so sad.
Banned from V0oidathon
I said it's
forever.
fine. Don't worry about it.
Wow, I can't believe my premiere just witnessed the end and demise of Prof.
So anyway, phase 1 is supposed to go pretty much how you saw, except I'm supposed to hit him 4 times and he's supposed to die. I went for the 5th hit, but I was a little too slow on the reaction to it, so he got away from me, and you could see the 20 damage from the next reflect killed him, so I got low rolled. Hopefully that won't happen this time. I'll just like calm down and do the thing.
Yeah, you got the thing.
This is what was supposed to happen. Because of the way the frames work, it's pretty likely that I get on high rolls for those frames. Now, phase 2 is a little bit more in-depth. I'm going to start by going idle to advance the RNG because I need one more RNG advancement. And I use an audio cue to tell me when I need to go up and hit the boss. That's like what I rely on. So if I don't like do the idle, then the audio cue doesn't really line up as well. It's off. Fortunately, I don't know if that one is too soon or too late, but what's supposed to happen is he's supposed to get hit 10 times and then do gamer stuff. But I got a lot of hits on this next one, so hopefully this won't take too long. I'm being kind of greedy on it right now.
He's Opmanif, but he's playing nice.
If you block this beam attack, this is a big time waster. If you block it, it deals 1 to 2 damage. Otherwise, it deals half of your current HP, except if you have 1 HP, and then in which case it doesn't do anything. Also, that was time. I didn't realize he was already 1 hit from death.
Yeah, he kills you real good if you don't block that. Also, nice run.
Nice run.
Yo, nice run.
That wasn't actually too bad for being off Manip. That was a pretty
Oh yeah,
decent fight.
he cooperated real well that second time.
Shoutouts to Prof for dodging
Big question.
the ban.
Is it a PB? Is it still PB or?
Technically, it is not. Because
Come
you can still
on.
count the slow category of no birds, which just means I do the game, but I don't grind on birds. My PB in that category is like a 343, so it's not really even a PB.
Gotcha.
Dang.
Damn.
But it was still a good run. I enjoyed it. Thanks for doing
Yeah,
That was
this.
a good run.
Yeah,
I hope so. It's a fun game.
everybody
Really
got one if you enjoyed it.
So, if we got time before the next one, or if other people were not doing a setup immediately, there's a pretty dank credit screen that I kind of really wanted to show off.
Oh yes, please do.
Boyd is a kind and generous god.
Yes, he is. And shout outs to all of the gamers in this chat right now.
Shouts to all the gamers rolling deep,
Rolling
Hell yeah.
unfathomably deep.
because this was a fresh run.
Rolling deep.
Oh yeah. Why are you posting one? Because you're a gamer.
Also, plot, just so everybody knows, this is how it ends. You beat Dark Gaia, you seal him, and you are talked to by Light Gaia. Light Guy says, okay, we're going to erase every trace of the hell, so people can return back to normal on the surface and live their lives free of like influence and that kind of thing. And in the end, Yomi acts as that liaison, and he says, okay, you are basically what they refer to as a god. Because at this point, you created the earth, you created all life, and you saved it. But despite being a god, your time is short. So, as one final blessing, they are going to allow you to explore their hometown one final time, and then you're going to go to sleep until the world needs you again. So as you go through like this area, you can talk to all the people in the village, and at the beginning of the game, you see these little crystal orbs that are floating across the screen. They are said to show you a reflection of your future. And there's this particular guy who will comment, you know, like he sees like things that you'll do in the future on him. And in when I played this casually and finished it, I think this part got to me like more so than anything, but he says, I look inside the crystals today and I don't see anything. You know, basically like confirming that, yeah, like after this is it. Everything here is going to cease to exist.
Damn.
I can't believe hell is dead.
Hell is actually dead. But you can kind of like walk around the town, talk to people. You can go in the room and Ark monologues a bit about the Elder. But to finish it, you go to sleep, and then you get to see some pretty dank Mode 7 credits.
Oh, yeah, dude.
So I hope everybody enjoyed the run. Hope everybody
that was
had
great.
fun.
I did, yeah. Thank you once again for doing this. It was really fun.
GG.
Thanks, Void, for having me. Thank you, everybody who's in this voice chat, for coming to hang out and memeing and shitposting and
doing some commentary at least.
doing commentary at least. Definitely during the parts where like I was like focused on shit. It's
Oh,
it's
yeah.
kind of hard to run this game.